Hey, the Diaz brothers, you man.
You know what's funny? So that's when I hear you in other people pod, it's that same feeling that you I get when I hear people I don't know pod, where you want to interfere because you were saying my uncle Dave is from the same place as the Diaz brothers. He is not. Dave Milter is from San Jose. The Diaz brothers are from Stockton.
Hey, let me tell you
You can't.
something.
No, because Dave Milter is not going to say he's from that piss hole Stockton, California, when he's from San Jose. Okay.
You know what he'll say too? He'll say some words I can't say on air about that place.
I don't. Dave Milter seems to me. I mean, he goes at people, like in terms of like a back and forth, but he seems like a very clean cut guy. It's almost like that Bob Costas thing, where Bob Costas kind of once he's not on NBC, kind of like lets it like, hey, I'm a guy, I'm a man's man, I'm a guy's guy. Like I'm not just baby face with the baby haircut. Like I actually like got some balls and I let people know it. I feel Uncle Dave is kind of the same.
I got a question though. Why is Bob Costa? Bob Costa got to be 60 something at this point. He been looking exactly the same as he did when he was younger.
I think that's what I mean. I think that's like good, wholesome family man image. You know,
So
there's
why
always
do you
something to
still
it.
look 20?
You saying I'm not a wholesome family man, sir? What are you saying? I'm a deviant? I'm a piece of shit? Hmm?
Well, the last part, yeah. I ain't saying nothing about the other two because I don't want
Or
to
maybe
compromise your house.
or maybe Joe was right. Maybe I am a vampire.
Yeah, because legit, you should
Because I
be.
do I do be sitting in the dark alone, as you pointed out to Dot and Amp.
I do the same thing. It's called saving the light bill.
That as well. That as well. Welcome back to Banks versus Davis. There is a lot to talk about, and not so much to talk about in certain topics. But thank y'all for joining us on our quest to 500. Last time y'all saw us, we were recapping. I should say, it wasn't recapping. We were going live as Backlash was going live. Banks's favorite match of the year: Danhausen and Minihausen versus Miz and Kit Wilson. Again, run that live stream back. We might do it again when they do Clash in Italy. We're not sure.
Hell no. We'll do it for
You don't
AEW.
you don't want to. I'm not paying $50 to watch an AEW pay per view.
Who said we got to pay?
I can't have it on and record at the same time unless I use the phone to watch it.
There's ways around everything.
You want to watch MJF not lose his hair and get the title back like I said he would?
Nah, he gonna lose that hair.
MJF did not go to Turkey to get a full fake head of hair just to shave it all off.
Well, he's sensitive too because people keep saying it look fake. So now
It's
he's
the
like, I might as well get rid
look
of it.
at all right, look at my hairline, right? Look at how his was in 2022 when it was going around the temples, and look at it now where it's like glued shut. It doesn't move. It doesn't move an inch. It is like Lego hair.
Yeah, man. Listen, I, you married, dog. Shave your fucking not you, but well, you are married, but him, he married, bro. Just shave your hair, bro. Look, you already got her. What you trying to do? Who you trying to impress? Other men? Why?
Hollywood, Hollywood. What else?
It's bald people in Hollywood that are successful. That's why they got wigs.
John Travolta ain't acted anymore since he been bald.
Well, he don't need to when you got your own airplane that you fly.
Well, yeah, let's not rehash our John Travolta discussion. I don't want to go to those dark places
What
because
dark
he's got.
places? He just different. Some people just different.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah,
Como
he
see,
just
como
different.
sa.
Well, shit, you speak in the air, bruh.
And his fake beard and all that. Come on, John Travolta. We
Faceless.
called him a great actor. Our John Travolta's an okay actor. He was good in great movies, but he himself is not a great
That makes you a
actor.
great actor. What are you talking about?
No, no. This is what people have been shitting on Michael B. Jordan for years until he finally won Best Actor. Was that he's not that good of an actor? And then he finally proved it.
He just has bad timing. That's it. But at
Who
the same
Travolta?
time, we got to differentiate worker from wrestler. That's what that is.
I would give it a little bit of that TV style because that's where John Travolta came from, just like Michael B. Jordan.
Exactly.
And I think they're able to have certain emotions or certain you almost kind of act in a soapy way. So when it's on the big screen as opposed to TV, someone just had a tweet about this yesterday, I think, where it's like bad acting on TV doesn't bother me based off the shows I grew up with. It's like, yeah, TV kind of for the longest time was like a place for over actors or bad actors, which is why, again, like Alan Thicke didn't become a movie star. Like John Stamos didn't become a movie star. Is like certain guys just can't act.
Show- Do you remember the song "Show Me That Smile Again"?
What are
You
you
don't
trying
know
to
that
say?
thing song?
No, for what show was he on? Was he on Step by? No, that was Patrick Duffy. Was he on Growing Pains? That was Alan Thicke.
Yeah,
No, I never watched Growing Pains.
yeah. I was a huge mark for Growing Pains.
But again, Leonardo DiCaprio. But that's I'd say maybe much like Michael B. Jordan, I was child acting into mainstream acting. But all that aside, let's get to some quick topics. We're not going to spend too much time on certain ones like the NBA playoffs because as of right now, here's how it's looking. The Lakers got swept by Leo Golden State Thunder. What a shock. Last night, San Antonio wrapped up against Minnesota in six, which you had almost predicted. You had said 5 or 6, depending because Ant had played in the first game. The Knicks swept the Sixers, which just makes the Celtics series even more embarrassing. And then tomorrow, Game 7, Detroit, Cleveland, a series which no one has cared about, I feel like.
At all.
I mean, I haven't cared about the second. I haven't watched any second round games, to be honest.
Oh, while we was recording Wiretap on Friday, I was like, I'll watch the game because it was either that or watch SmackDown. I'm gonna go with the lesser evils.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. If you got to choose between those two, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the second round, not just that the Celtics got eliminated, but I wasn't going to watch the Lakers get swept by OKC. I'm not staying up past 9 o'clock to watch that happen. Spurs, Minnesota, it just felt inevitable. No offense to Ant and them. It just felt like obviously the Spurs are a much better team. They have great young stars in the making with Dylan Harper and Wembanyama, Stephon Castle. So it's like, what are Rudy Gobert, Naz Reid, and Jaden McDaniels going to do to help Ant get this to 7 games or even to the Western Conference Finals? And then New York, Philadelphia, put a gun to my head. I would not watch that. Not a second of that. I don't want to watch Jalen Brunson do his bullshit. I don't want that
Thank
with
you.
that New York basketball. The Knicks, baby. The Knicks were back. I don't want to see Joel Embiid fall on his ass and be like, oh, am I hurt? I'm not sure. Oh, no, I fell down. Oh, shit. Even though I thought I like watching when they were facing the Celtics, I did like watching Max and Edgecombe play, but and then Cavaliers Pistons again, like the battle of the Midwest. Who cares about the cold states in the
No, you
spring?
got two bums. Well, you got an old bum on one team. James Harden, one of my all-time favorite players, but he lazy. That's been known forever.
Fucking lazy. Fucking.
He just, dude, I feel like he just get out of bed like, all right, time to go play basketball. No shower, nothing. That's how his style plays.
So
And I've been.
what did the young thugs say? You don't do shit, right?
You said
What's
who?
the
My phone.
what did young thug say about James Harden? He doesn't do anything. He doesn't pay attention to anything or something like that. He just
He doesn't know what's going on the internet because he had an Angels
yeah.
hat on. He had no. He had a what
No,
team?
he had an
He
Angels hat on, and they asked him what he thought about the series, and he said, "Oh, I just got the hat on. I have no idea what's going on with him."
yeah.
Which I mean, that's not like that. There are a lot of guys wear hats like that for a reason. So I'm not going to be like expecting James Harden to know how Mike Trout's doing this year or who.
Jacob had
Yeah,
a Jacob Fatu had an
I
Angels
think
hat
he
on.
had that for the
Other reason, I know.
other reasons. My hands are acting funny. I think that's why the reasons
Exactly.
he had it. Because
Yeah.
what's he is fucking Jacob Fatu going to list Troy Gloss and fucking David Eckstein and who's just passed away? Was it Garrett Anderson, the late Garrett
Yeah.
Anderson who just passed away? Sean Figgins is Jacob Fatu going to name guys like that off?
Mike wasn't he at the Giants game with your man's?
That was the funny thing is that at the Giants game it was him and Big Jim Uso because I think Jay Uso had too much to drink that night because they had advertised Jay and Jimmy being there.
Yeah, he could. Hey, oops, I can't get
Or
up.
maybe Jimmy, or maybe Jay was there with him, and they just he wasn't
I
on
think it
the
was
stand.
Jimmy.
No, I'm
Which
saying the point was that the Usos were going to be on, but I think they also added Jacob to the mix as well. But you want to get in a Bay politics of who roots for what team? That's a whole another conversation for a different day. But the NBA
well,
playoffs.
The A's gone basically.
You mean Well, yeah, because they're just the Athletics now. They don't even have a town to go with their name.
But that's what I'm saying. They supposed to be going. I thought they were going to Vegas already, or is it next year?
They don't want to build that stadium, that arena, that field, whatever it is. They keep saying like we're gonna build it, and then the people in Vegas are like, we don't want that shit.
Well, they can
Especially for
just
the
play like at a
A's,
little league park.
they play at the
Next style
AAA
of
park.
play, put them at a little league park.
I mean, we could talk baseball with Danny in a few weeks once he's available. Shout out to him. Shout out to his
You
sister,
know,
of
if
course.
we hit up Danny right now, he's available right now. I just got to hit him up.
Danny's too busy clanging and banging right now.
No, he do a different type of workout. When I seen him
I
do
know
the
he does the
rope
ropes. You said right. He does.
and he do the pull rope, and then he'll
Oh
have the
shit!
kettlebells, and he do all that like back to back to back. I'm like, I'm cool. We supposed to be
Well,
working out when I come out there and record some stuff. I'm like, bruh,
well, if it's Thunder repeat again, we'll have Danny on to talk about that and talk some
baseball. Yeah.
baseball because it's looking like the Thunder. It's theirs for the taking. I mean, do you think San Antonio can upset them, even though it wouldn't be much of an upset because they're pretty even matched?
No, it'll be a 7 game series. I'll say that just because they kind of equally match each other, except for one person has SGA, the other one has Wimby. But they all move. They move the pill. They all move the pill. They get the best shots that they can. Stephon Castle, bro, he gonna be an all star next year. His style of play and how he plays, it matches up. J Dub, it's time to come back. Now you sat out long enough. It's time to come back for this series. They gonna need you. Um, so yeah, I think they match equally. It's a 7 game series. Wemby hates Chet because that Olympic thing when they was seven or when he was 17 years old, they got a beef from that. So I think it's a 7 game series. It's gonna be the toughest series OKC is gonna have this entire playoffs. When they get to the finals, if they do make it to the finals, which more likely that's the case, they getting past the Knicks. That's not an
Well,
issue.
I just about to say, I think everyone's like, this is the real finals to us because who comes out
Yeah,
the East? If the Knicks beat Cleveland or the Knicks beat Detroit, because Detroit's now on their second straight 7 game series. They had to beat Orlando in 7 games. Now they're going to have to beat Cleveland in 7 games potentially. So then they go face the rested Knicks, which can also, that can hurt a team too, being too well rested in the playoffs and being out of a funk. But based off how Cade's already playing injured, the whole Jalen Duren thing is he's been up and down in the playoffs, considering this was like his breakout year. And also, like, who else is on that team going to make shots? Like everyone keeps saying, like Tobias Harris, Asar Thompson. Like, who are their shot makers? Duncan Robinson is probably their go-to three guy, but like, it's fucking Duncan Robinson. Like, okay, like, so
yeah,
treating this the Spurs versus OKC like the real finals is what it's going to be like. It's because I agree with you. Whoever wins this series is going to win in the finals regardless.
yeah. Um, and yeah. So if the Spurs make it to the finals, I got them winning the finals. OKC make it, they win the finals. It just, at the end of the day, the Knicks just be happy you made it. We're gonna say that. Unless something catastrophic happens between Jalen Bronson or Cat, because they style of play, they or more so Jalen Bronson, his style of play. I'm like, bro, the fact that he's not injury prone is crazy.
It's because he's got that big ass head. That's why.
That he built like a Lego character.
He's built like a bobblehead. Your whole
Yeah.
body shrunk and you just like
By NBA, the D'Lo Brown,
yeah,
by NBA standards,
basically.
he's short. So the fact that he's short and he play that style, like we've seen other players do that, but the fact that he do that and he's not injured
Ah,
is
oh, that corner
is
shot.
crazy. But then they do. I wouldn't even say this series they don't really need OG. If they go against the Cavs, they kind of need him. But
All right, it's gonna be the Pistons. No James Harden team is gonna come through in a key moment. Come on,
well, that and I keep trying to
and
tell y'all.
a James Harden and Donovan Mitchell team. That is like the fucking
I,
axis powers of like fucking shit up in the wrong way.
but I told people about Donovan Mitchell years ago, dog. He just cool. You can give me 20 to 30, sometimes 40. I've seen it before, bro. Again, Tim Hardaway used to do the same
But
thing.
when
They
I say
kind
the
of the
same
same
thing about
player.
Dame Lillard, that's I'm a hater. When I say the same exact thing about Dame Lillard, I'm a hater.
Nah, that's different. That's different with
No,
Dame
no,
time.
no. What do you mean it's different with Dame time?
It's different.
Because he at least got swept in the West Finals. Because you do all that
He
shit talking about Luka Doncic. At least Luka Doncic took a team to the Western Conference Finals, and then the main NBA Finals. Fucking Damian Lillard hasn't done that. Donovan Mitchell hasn't done that. James Harden hasn't done that.
dog. Dame Leonard is one of the greatest shooters ever.
Oh, big fucking deal. You shoot. So was Ray Allen. So was Reggie Miller, and you shitting on Reggie Miller. But he at least went to the finals.
Yeah, Dame ain't went to the finals, but who problem is that? We talking about Donovan Mitchell right now.
But that's my point. Of like you giving me crap about how I hate Damian Lillard for all the same things that you hate Donovan Mitchell about. The Donovan Mitchell thing, I agree. There is extra praise for a guy who hasn't, whose teams I should say haven't done much, given he has had certain talent around him in Utah, in Cleveland.
And then he started blaming the coaches. Then they fired the coaches.
It is that thing though. That's why I treat it the same as the Dame thing. Like you're just not that guy, pal. Like you gotta be a number two, not a number one.
Yeah,
You can't
and
you can't be the focus.
but the thing is, it's like, all right, people are going to have this discussion off. Even when even if they don't make it to the finals, or if they do make it to the finals, people will have that discussion when they lose. Uh, who could be the first option for that team? Then they're gonna start bringing up the old man's name. It's gonna be
Again, what is in your mind to make you think that James Harden team is going to come through? Especially James Harden is going to come through. He can't be the first option.
again the lesser of the evils, dog. I don't know. One of them has. Uh, but then they front court just disappeared. Like, dude, you got a better front court.
With
Like
Jared Allen and Evan Mobley and
Evan Mobley just play. It's just a weird style he play with on offense. He's just like just lanky. Some of them just move lanky. But then you got Jared Allen who just disappears, and it's like, dudes, y'all shouldn't have to go to
what you
seven
want a
games
center
with
to
this
do.
front
Again,
court.
you don't want him to do the fucking Joel Embiid thing because that's not his game. A center
Yeah,
should
but
have the right
look,
to do here.
they got one big man on the Pistons. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, I bet
Now,
that's more so roster management and how they built that team because they try to build up a lot of like 6, 8 guys who can play power forward and play center. Because isn't the whole point of the Stewart thing is he tries to play undersized center like Ben Wallace did.
yeah, and I mean the Thompson twin. His brother, him and his brother about to get paid, but the
Hey,
Thompson twin, dog, he locked down everybody. But the problem is, it's just one guy.
and he can't shoot like much like his brother. Yeah,
And we already expressed that. Y'all go look at that clip when Davis broke that
I
down.
said it again. We got no nets. How are we gonna shoot? It's like in Rocky. How can I fight? I got no locker. I can't fight if I ain't got no locker, Mickey. I got no locker. All you need, kid, is prop by management. Prop by management.
Yeah, that's all they missing. If both of them get in the gym together with somebody this all season, they'll be all right. But
And then
regardless, they gonna
hey,
get
you
paid.
talk about Dave Millard. Get the Oakland connection going. Get the East Bay connection.
That actually will be a good. I don't know though, because again, you talking about two guys. What's the best way I could describe them? They like tool guys. One can pass you the ball on the Rockets. He can get to the rim. He plays defense. The other one just plays defense, and it's like, nah, because and then you got a guy that's like I said, a prolific scorer. So you need somebody else. They just got to get the fun. You know what it is? They just need the fundamentals of shooting. They just don't have the fundamentals of a jump shot. That's
Yeah.
it. Because they look like, I think I'm about to shoot.
And people have said two things. I've seen two good tweets. One was about like, well, look at what the Spurs were able to do with Kawhi Leonard. They had him start corner threes, and they had him start in the mid range, and they had him start doing dribble pull ups. Where it's and then someone said, well, it's also like Kawhi Leonard was a great player to begin with, so it's just like you can't just teach anyone how to shoot. It just happened to work perfectly for him because he was already a great player without the aspect of shooting to his game. Because he was already a great defender. He could already drive to the hoop. He had all that going for him, much like the Thompson twins. And then someone said, well, you just said like they're tool players in a way that someone said like it's like they just put athletes on the basketball court, didn't teach them how to shoot at all, and just said, go play.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
So
also what people say about the AAU system and how it's flawed, and especially for them because they went to the overtime elite first before going to the league, and like that's where a prime example of not learning proper fundamentals. Not saying that a year in college over overtime elite would have helped them because college is overrated for certain players in terms of helping their development if they're only going to leave after a year, aka Ben Simmons. So if the Thompsons had gone like to UNC or to Duke or to Kentucky, they would have been turned into shooters because the whole point of that of their year at college would have just been do the same thing you've been doing, and that's it.
yeah,
So who
but
knows? But I oh go ahead, go ahead.
no, I was about to say is again, dude. A Cavs versus Knicks series, I'll watch. I don't mind watching that. Like Knicks, I'm sorry, yeah, Cavs versus Knicks. Knicks versus Pistons conference finals. I can't do. I just can't watch the Pistons play. It's been that way since the 2000s. Like, dude, if I gotta watch your team because I like watching Ben Wallace block shots, that's a problem. I like
There,
Sheed, but come on.
well, yeah. When you think about the Pistons teams of our time, it's both Wallace's, Chauncey Billup, Rip Hamilton. I should say the disappearing Chauncey Billups. Where's he been at? No one knows.
Uh,
Tayshaun Prince, and then it goes to Rodney Stuckey. Who else? They had
Andre Drummond.
Jason Maxiel, Antonio McDyess, and then Andre Drummond. And then the year that they tried to trot out Andre Drummond, Josh Smith, and Brandon Jennings, and that didn't fucking work. So they kicked them to the curb. And Contavious Caldwell Pope, he was a Piston. Yeah, like they've just kind of had these teams where it's like, what are you putting out on the floor? They got Blake Griffin towards the end of his career. That was one of the like, all right, we got Blake Griffin. Who else? So I mean, I agree with you. Their styles always kind of been like, how do y'all play? Do y'all even practice shooting? Do y'all even practice with a ball, or do you just play, roam around the court, lock guys up?
And it's crazy because Blake, maybe because he had more freedom there or was less pressure, he was
I
actually
think it was
better there offensively than he was with the Clippers.
I think it was less pressure, and I think he had already come to grips with like, you know what, my body's going to shut down in the next year or two. I'm just going to go all out while I can.
Yeah, because Blake was shooting three. That's when he was shooting at that left side, the left side of the court. He was shooting threes. He was dunking less. And then when he went to Brooklyn, he just basically became a spot up shooter, which is weird.
Who was the other guy that they drafted that didn't turn out well? Let me look that up real quick before he changed. Because in the draft, it's like they were, like I said, they picked Caldwell Pope, um, but I thought they also had someone else who didn't pan out at all. But their style for that long, somebody said it was Andre Drummond and Greg Monroe together. Um, they were trying to bring back old school basketball.
They had Ish Smith at one point.
Every team had Ish Smith at some point. That doesn't mean shit.
That's true.
Okay, let me go back. Oh, Brandon Knight. That's who it was. That's who I was
Yeah.
thinking. Brandon Knight. Yeah.
Brandon
Stanley
Knight with Florida,
Johnson.
right?
That's who it was. Stanley Johnson. They picked him, and he, LA guy. He didn't pan out like people thought he would.
I'm about to
Yep.
say, did Ed Davis play for them? Nah.
Luke Kennard. Yep.
Yeah.
Killian Hayes was the pick where everyone's like, this guy is going to be good. And then they had Jaden Ivey until this year. And then, as we all have seen, Jaden Ivey went cuckoo, cuckoo.
Yeah. What he said, the Pistons ain't gonna save you in Judgment Day.
Even his wife said you ain't going to save me because she left right at the fucking door. But that's been our NBA playoff talk. We'll be back next week as the finals of the East and the West take place. But so what do you want to talk about for 15 minutes of wrestling? Because Raw, to me, I didn't finish Raw, and you didn't
We got
watch.
15 minutes. I got
Well,
5.
you more so want to talk about the AEW stuff, what's going on with Tony Khan. Um, but in my mind, what's going on with him is just what I said. He's in a position where his show is doing well, being Dynamite. Collision does okay as it always does, but like Dynamite's picked up momentum. Their pay per views have always done well, ticket wise and um, buy wise. But at the same time, all this rumors about what's going to happen when the Skydance Paramount merger with WB goes into effect. Is AW going to get, canceled? Much like Nitro was canceled with the AOL Time Warner merger. But if he goes to YouTube like you and Amp talked about, that's not a bad thing. But overall, him having this attitude, like you said, like I'm comfortable not shitting on them, not making an enemy out of them anymore. I'm just focused on doing what's good for AEW. But it's just a weird thing to talk about. I mean, I watched an hour's worth of Dynamite this week. It was fine. Again, like when I watch AEW, I'm never like I never get like compared to how you watch certain SmackDown or certain Raw where you're like what are they doing with this show? I mean, the most negative thing I saw on Raw this week was the fucking Obafemi thing. It's like they build up the Obafemi challenge a week ago correctly with Otis. They had a nice short match. And this week it's like no one wants to face Obafemi. So it's like this is how bad your booking is for the hottest guy in your company is that you can't even give him regular fucking challengers. He's got to go and beat up fucking Los Jobbers and Humberto and Garza. Like
I
that's
got a conspiracy theory, real quick.
go ahead.
As you
I want to
bring
hear it.
that up, pause. They trying to they trying to stop his heat. They trying to
People
stop his heat.
people said that's what they're. I know how you feel about the guy, but people were saying that's what they were doing with Melo because he was getting over those last few weeks as U.S. champion, and then he was off SmackDown basically the last 2 weeks of WrestleMania, and then the first 2 weeks post WrestleMania, and now he just came back and faced, of all people, funny Ricky Saints. So I know a certain aspect of wrestling
Yeah,
Twitter was
beige
all
on
in a
beige crime. That's what that
so
match was.
I know a certain aspect of wrestling Twitter was all in a frenzy about it. But oh, and by the way, Nikita Lyons, to paraphrase New Jack, one down, keep doing the good job. What do you say? One
One less.
one less.
Two
Keep
two
up the
less.
good.
Two less.
Keep
Keep
up
up
the
the
good
good one.
work. That's you, Nikita Lyons. Keep up the good work. But
More ways than one, baby. I support.
But yeah, the Obafemi thing is they strip, like I was saying, like they don't want to rush him to Roman because Roman doesn't want to be there because he's fucking lazy. Speaking of fucking lazy, Roman fucking reigns, and they can't put him with anyone like Penta in terms of for the IC title because it's like he's gonna hold that title for the rest of the year, like how they treated Gunter for most of 2022 and 2023. So he's in this weird spot where like no one's gonna give a shit until he just comes out, has an entrance, and leaves. They're doing the reverse push. Like he already beat someone huge, and now is going to start doing the Ryback Goldberg run again, like
Ha!
where he's just going to squash guys in 3 minutes after he already fucking retired Brock Lesnar. That's your big fucking plan.
And that's when you supposed to capitalize all the way. He beat Brock Lesnar. That ain't no easy feat. So you shouldn't, again, like people have said, you shouldn't have catapulted him into the world title shot. But you didn't even have to do that. You could have just gave him somebody. Hell, you already know who I said. Give him almost. Give him almost, bro.
Stop
You
it!
be,
Stop
you just
it!
killing. No, you killing giants at this
I gotta
point.
treat you like Devin. Stop! What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Every
Did
time
you
you
hear
say
what I just
Omos,
said?
I'm gonna treat you like that. What the fuck are you talking about, Omos?
You already do, bro. That shit is still funny for the live stream. Apple's like, bro, did you hear what I just said? Are you not hearing me? But nah, shouts out the legs too. Shouts out to the baby. Kill it.
But
Go ahead, kill it. Um, no, so
they
like I
almost needs to
said, my
be. He
conspiracy
almost needs to be in Detroit. That's their second big. Send him over there.
ain't he in AAA?
He needs to be in the NBA.
He tried,
Try again. Shit. Wrestling's not
bro.
working, obviously.
He
Get
can't
back to.
move at all. But imagine him boxing out. Just stay right there. That's all you gotta do. But like, stay at the key.
I think him running past half court would literally kill him.
Bro,
Or
imagine him and
it would be like Timber, and he would fall like Ric Flair.
Joe Embiid in the one on one.
Oh my! Joel Embiid would get killed. Joel Embiid trying to like back in him, it would break every bone in his fragile body.
They about the same weight, bro. Height.
No. Omos, I think, is like 3 feet and 30 pounds heavier than him.
Nah, bro. I don't think you understand. Joe Embiid like 7'1",
I saw
7'2".
Omos in person. I was like, how is he gonna get on the same plane I'm gonna get on? Even though he wasn't gonna get on my direct flight, but I mean, like him sitting in an airport chair, I'm like, this. How are you even sitting right now?
That's why he probably don't be traveling like that. It's easy to go to Mexico. It's
Be
hard to go
traveling. That's why
across
you
the
don't be
country.
wrestling because he can't do shit.
He probably be in like a wagon, like a caravan wagon, going across country like a
Oh, I
hippie.
thought you meant like a literal rickshaw type of wagon. That's how you got to move his ass around.
No, Winnebago. He probably be in a Winnebago traveling. I'm kind of
Yeah.
serious because
Well,
you
the
can't
whole
get on no plane.
that's everyone can get an RV or a bus. That whole idea of like Cody Rhodes asked for a bus, like CM Punk asked for a bus. It's a fucking bus. Scott Steiner had a bus in 2003.
Hey,
All
that's
right.
Scott Steiner.
It just no, it's just coming out of your check. That's all it is. All right. Don't make a big fucking deal like the Cody Rhodes bus. Like who gives a fuck? Because he doesn't want to fly with his family. Oh my god, it's a fucking bus. All right.
Daddy, he got to hang all them damn Steve Harvey suits he got. You can't hang that on a plane.
Yeah. Well, he's never
And
mind.
you know, some people don't believe in iron. So,
But
do
yeah,
you
this
iron
is
your clothes?
iron my clothes. No,
Steam them?
I don't do. I don't iron or steam. No, I just
I must
hang
be
them up.
78 years old. I swear I'm like the only person that iron their
Yeah, I
clothes.
said that we had this uh, quick conversation a few weeks ago because you said you need to earn your shirt, and I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! You actually earn your shirt? Like, what do you mean?"
Yeah.
And you
Get the
wear
creases
t-shirts.
on it.
So what do you want earning them for?
Yeah, so they look good on you, baby. You gotta look good at all times, baby, when you banks.
Nah, I've never ironed anything.
Bro, this how bad I'm telling y'all, I legit, other than
Yeah,
Black and Now Sable, I don't know
yeah,
what the
it
fuck
was
is
literally
going
just
on.
a quiet week because I didn't finish Raw. I
Like
didn't.
all I know is that Mia Yim be coming up looking oiled up and good. It's with Jay Cargill. Now they about to put Jay Cargill in the tag, which works. She was in the tag, but now she about to be in the tag. Oh, you know what they about to do? The free bird. I got it. They about to do the free bird rule with them. So
No,
B
what they're
Fab
trying
can't wrestle, but it just be midget.
Jade
What's her
can't
name? Michi.
wrestle. No, what they're trying to set up is Charlotte versus Jade. Not at Italy at the pay per view after that because they're going to be in the 6 woman
They got
tag.
a pay per view every week. You gotta be Pacific.
No, next Saturday, Saturday Night's main event, which is like what a barber! The Street Profits versus the Vision. Sign me up, and then it's Ethan Page versus Pentagon. Like whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 slow down. You can't sell tickets fast enough when you got Ethan Page versus Pentagon. And then to top it off, B-Fab, Michin, and Alexa Bliss all in the same fucking match. Fucking hey, wow. 5 stars everywhere. You get him, you get him, you get him. Like, whoa.
Yeah, I
I
don't
get
get it. So what's the main event? The tag match?
the main event is no one's gonna fucking watch. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why are
how
y'all doing
can you
set?
sell that as a live event? How can you sell that as a live event? Legit.
That's what I'm
Those are the
saying.
three matches you're gonna see.
A week before y'all go to Paris, you gonna do Saturday night's main
Nah,
event, and you
Italy,
got.
Italy, Italy,
I don't give a
Italy.
goddamn if it was an Acapulco, whatever that is. It's just the point of you
Acapulco
go
is what you
them
meant.
too. They going overseas, but then you doing Saturday night's main event with 2 matches. You trying to say the first match supposed to be the seller point. You think I want to see the Street Profits versus the fucking Jabroni Logan Paul? And we already know that's gonna happen. Maxine Dupree, I need that. She gonna come out and help them because she been in the the car with them and shit like that. That's who's
Yeah.
supposed to get
So
y'all over.
are they? What are they trying to turn Austin Theory into like a heartthrob? Like
Yeah,
yeah, that we all know that ain't his type. That ain't his preference.
go on,
He's like he in the Jerry Lawler camp.
bro. That was one incident. You gotta stop saying that. You gonna get sued.
Soon when it's facts,
It happened one time.
one time's all you need.
You're
One
right,
it
but
happened
still,
one time for Patrick, and he ain't been in the company since. And he had
well,
he had much more of a future than fucking Austin Theory.
if it was probably some girls, they would have gave him a promotion.
Yeah, yeah, but
You gotta remember they don't do that type of stuff over
yeah,
there.
they're on the Jepstein time. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
they don't do. Exactly. Let's get out of it. But anyhow. So they not gonna get the title. So for all the people, oh God, here we go again. Here we fucking go again. When we do 15 minutes of talk, I'm just gonna bash the shit because it's absolute dog shit. This product,
Well, do you
bro.
want to talk about AEW? Do you want to talk about AEW?
Tony
Because
Khan need to stop. He need to tell them get off my dick. That's what he need to say. He too
to the
nice of
new
a person. Get off my dick. Why y'all count my pocket? I got more money than y'all boss.
Aside from that, but I mean, like the
He needs to
actual
start talking like
product.
Drake, bro. Not to cut you off. He needs to start talking like
Okay.
Drake, bro. I'm out of my deal. I got
he
my own
tried.
publishing.
He tried that, and again, the people shitted on him for it.
Again, all you gotta say, bro. Look at the lineage, bro. Look, you talking about Nick Khan? He ain't the real Khan. I'm the real Khan man. My pop's
Okay,
the real Khan
okay,
man,
okay, Dwayne Johnson.
bro.
Okay,
We got a football team. Y'all got pro
they've been.
wrestling.
No
This is
offense
fictional.
to our brothers in Jacksonville, but to call that a football team is hilarious. Come on.
Hey, it's a football team in the
They
NFL.
got
You know
two,
how much
what,
those
three
cost.
playoff appearances in 10 years? Come on.
You talk about the sporting aspect. You know how much it costs to own the NFL franchise?
Oh, I
They
know, but I'm just
all
saying, like,
expensive.
they're not a, they're as much of a football team as the fucking Oakland Raiders are. I mean, sorry, the Las Vegas Raiders are a football team, which is a
Dog,
joke.
they you and yeah, you. I think you smoking. That's like the second most popular, if not the number one team in the NFL, as far as like sales. They still sell merch. It's a bunch of your cousins from Antioch that
Yeah,
still
they
wear that
sell
shit.
merch because there's gangbangers every fucking week buying a jersey.
Exactly, and they got money, or they using their girl card to
Not
go get
money.
some
Not
stuff.
they don't have money. The money's spent on. They got no money. The money's gone. They're wearing the money.
No, they up here. They using their girl card because she worked. They like Jody from Baby Boy. They using her car and her card to buy merch. Let me go buy
All I
some Raiders gear. You tripping?
all I gotta say is the positive
He got
AEW that I no,
my
no, I'm saying the
fault.
positive of AEW this week. Will Osprey had a good match with Ace Austin, but this Will Osprey John Moxley story, like I told you, it's very like
Yeah,
we watching some soft core stuff. What's going on here? A lot of stretching, a lot of
a lot of
guys stretching,
waterboarding.
a lot of guys stretching each other, shirts off, very
Moxie,
intimate.
Moxie didn't shave the taco meat.
Nah, he just got it. He's shout outs to him because he's already got a good woman. But shout out to him, he gives no fucks. He's got scars over his back, all over his back. He's got a broken fucking tooth that he's not fixing, and he's just letting his fucking chest hair grow. Where it's just like this guy literally is like the most carefree fucking guy on the face of the earth, which is why he wears Under Armour boots like he's fucking John Bernthal every day. Like,
He
shout,
dressed like him too.
shout out to X and Van. I know you were on the latest Black Variant. Go run that back if you haven't heard it already. Um,
Yeah. Frank Castle got the word PTSD ever.
I haven't even watched it yet, but I saw the gift where he's just like, ah, like
Watch it, bro. He was tweaking out the whole time. I said, "This how Ray Lewis live."
tweaking out the whole time. What do you mean? That's the Punisher's MO.
Yeah, but this time he for real was overboard. I said, "Hold on, you gotta get to the Spider-Man movie."
That's why everyone's like, how is he gonna go from put a bullet to my head to what you know about that, Peter? You just a kid.
Right, and then now he can't kill people, so it's like, all right,
Yeah.
that's his forte. But go off. That's like
Or
taking a.
can't kill him on screen. Yeah.
That's like Gordon Ramsay, bro. He can't use a knife or a fork. What's the point?
Or they say Gordon Ramsay probably been able to swear. Either one works.
Yeah, or Guy Fieri. That's like him going to your restaurant taking over your trap.
But I mean, AW, it's been fine for us, what I've been seeing so far. I mean, they opened up with the 10-man tag match with Young Bucks, Orange Cassidy, Edge, and Christian against
Stop right there.
FTR, the Dogs, and fucking Tommaso Ciampa. And the whole time I'm just like, what are we doing with this? Like Orange Cassidy has better things to do, and then they just jam everyone. So normally they do that Anarchy in the Arena or the Stadium Stampede at Double or Nothing, the big match where they fight all over the place, weapons, fire,
Hate it.
smoke and mirrors, horse shit, blah blah blah. This match, they just jam all these fucking guys in some fake ass end game where it's like Kenny Omega is going to be in the match, Jack Perry is going to be in the match. Chris Jericho is going to be in the match. The Hurt Syndicate to face Ricochet, his guys, Don Callis guys, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, this is the stupidest build up to a match that I haven't even been really paying attention to, because it's like, this is how bad you got to force feed your pay per view.
Yeah.
And
And
they're gonna
look,
have Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay at Double or Nothing in the first round of the Owen Hart tournament.
And look, I'm not mad at it because you got to get the annual Stampede match at, but it's like you said, it's too many people.
It's like how WWE treated War Games last year. Like, what is this
Yeah,
horseshit? This ain't you just threw guys together and said we got a War Games.
I do like how Chris Jericho was like,
Ah,
"Yeah, I got to go get some black people. I need help for this
he's
black person."
wow,
And then he started
wow.
trying to wear the hat and shit.
You say the enemy of the enemy is themselves? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I don't know if you're trying to insinuate that Mr. Jericho is racist, but
Of course
that's
he
what
is. What do you mean?
Kicks. I
Insinuate.
hope you listening. No, he ain't. I met him.
Insinuate.
He probably thought I was Puerto Rican, but I met him.
Donald
Kicks
Trump
met
hates
him.
black people every day, and you're gonna tell me he's not racist.
Dude, because he has some right wing people on his pod. You got me defending him like I
Oh my
know
god,
him.
because he wrestled in the same company as Ernest the Cat Miller, you're gonna give him a pass?
Yeah, I've never heard nobody say he was racist.
Anyway,
Why
but
would
yeah,
he
the
be?
bill.
Why would he be right? What showed him he's racist? His political views.
One, his music.
You talking about when he talked about the Grammy thing?
No, what he was saying was rock music. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame should be for rock music. I wasn't mad at him for saying that because I agree that the name. But what people are trying to say now is that it realistically should be the Music Hall of Fame. But his
Yeah,
argument, no, because he was making the argument that the lead singer of Thin Lizzy is a black guy. So that was his point when people were trying to shit on him for like, oh, he just doesn't want black people in the Hall of Fame. He's like, the lead singer of Thin Lizzy's a black man. I'm not saying that all. His point was just like, genre is rock and roll. These people don't make rock music. But that's the point of it being what was once rock and roll as a genre is it became rock and roll as pop, which is mainstream music. But I digress because we've talked about that numerous times before. And I'm saying he's an old white man from Manhasset, New York, in the wrestling and the rock and roll industry. You want to tell me that man's not racist?
from Toronto or from Winnipeg, sir.
No, he was born in Manhasset, New York, and then raised in Winnipeg. So you want to
Look,
tell me
I don't know him.
this man's not racist?
I don't
I'm not
know him.
saying he's hardcore, but I'm saying again, like white guys past 45 are going to be racist.
That's you.
I'm saying at this point in their lives, any white guy
Yeah.
over 45 right now is going to be racist.
Also, I'm not defending him, but you get to a certain age, you racist towards everybody. I'm sorry.
That is
He
true.
probably don't like. He probably don't like certain white people. There's certain white people that don't like white people. You don't like Italians.
Well, that's
Who are
the
based-
Irish. That's the Irish should be though.
Is that y'all be beefing with each other? Ain't y'all beefing with the Scottish too? Who the Scottish hate
Well,
somebody?
that's from back in the day.
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all be
Well, because
beefing
those fuckers
too.
fought wars on the Highlands. Of course, they're going to be beefing. They had actual wars.
But yeah, you support Drew McIntyre.
I'm not a supporter. I just feel bad that he gets booked poorly.
He don't, because we ain't seen him on TV because he's shooting a movie.
Yeah, but yeah,
And he probably gonna be like, "Hey, this movie, Hunter, this movie is probably gonna go on a little bit longer."
no,
Yeah, they've been shooting this movie for a year.
Well, his scene is probably already wrapped, but it's just again the same thing. Like, if you're not going to book me, why do I need you to show up? Because what's going to happen is, I bet, like, if Gunter beats Cody, I wouldn't be surprised if that's when Drew McIntyre shows back up to then start feuding with Gunter for the title, so they can run that same thing again. Like, it's a title.
You know that's not gonna happen.
Gunter beating Cody for the title.
Yeah. Now, if they do it, that's gonna be
like the third. Wouldn't this be like the third or fourth time Cody's beating Gunter?
Yes, that's why
that'd be fucking crazy if like this is the one guy Gunter can't beat is fucking Cody Rhodes. I'm not saying
you mean the same company that's booking now. That's crazy.
But I'm just
You'd
saying
be
from
surprised.
That aspect, I'm saying from that aspect, it's like, come on, what are we really doing, Triple H? If Gunter's
They don't know. You said what are they doing?
For him to be like Gunter's my guy, we can't have him looking weak, but he can go and wrestle Pat and fucking McAfee in a competitive match.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next match.
No, Pat McAfee is gone. He left. He's not coming back.
They said that last time, and guess what?
Pat
McAfee
only
do
came back
whatever
because
he wants.
Ari Emanuel made him come back.
Exactly. So who's to say that won't happen again for the title?
Not after all the bad publicity. Again, Ari Emanuel saw all that bad publicity after night one, and he's like, I can't afford that shit because they haven't done anything stupid I'm not saying the Danhausen shit wasn't stupid in a funny way, but they haven't done anything stupid in the like, all right, fire everyone in charge since WrestleMania.
But also too, think about you might be right about that because they got to be like, damn,
The
bro,
last 2 weeks,
Brock.
there's not been a like what are they doing? The finish to Jacob and Roman was just bad, but there's not been a single like, okay, now they really need to fire everyone like how they did after night one. There hasn't been anything like that since then.
No, but you might be right because my thing is, hey, we couldn't get you Brock Lesnar, we get you this title
No, that's
because he's never held that title too. He's never had the WWE title. He has the world title.
yeah. But my whole point too is they only like this is how bad their booking was. Like they forced Cody Randy to happen because they knew Randy Orton can't fucking wrestle anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's why they probably felt like they had to pull the trigger then because even though Randy Orton's stupid ass was saying, I got 5 more years left in me, Triple H was like, I'm looking at you. You don't have 5 minutes left in you. So how are you going to
Yeah.
go on for 5 years? Like,
And you've
but
been saying that, and then I've been thinking about that match because I saw it like the day after. Yeah, bro. When you got to keep, like you said, doing this, and it's taking him 10 minutes to sit up, it's over, bro. And then they said he was supposed to show up this past week. He like, I don't know.
fucking lazy. Yeah, like, that's what he is. Like,
So
broken
imagine this
down,
big motherfucker
lazy,
trying to get on
no
the
good
plane.
piece of shit. Yeah.
Imagine his big ass trying to get on the plane, even if it's first class. That's a lot.
What are they going to have him do? Face Royce Keys? Have him face Trick Williams?
Yeah, your man's Royce. What's up with your neighbor? Why he just be showing up? All right, so they stopped putting him at a sympathetic character to now he just jump into the ring with a main eventer. So he
Well,
had to
I
do
bet
all
it's
that
that
to
whole
jump.
thing of like, why won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? Like, big fucking deal. You won the Battle Royal that the Big Show won. Wow. That fucking Matt Hardy won in 2018. Like, I no, I think that's probably what his reasoning was. Like, that my biggest win is this Battle Royal. It's like, okay.
That's how he sound.
No, I'm not trying to disrespect the man like that.
He sound like us. Like you ain't.
But the whole point is they're trying to set up him versus Solo 1-on-1 probably in Italy. Which I'm gonna
Why?
dress up. I'm gonna dress up like Solo Sokoa for that episode. I got my blazer and suit pants
You
in
dress
my
like him
closet.
right now. Just put that
No,
hat
I'm
on.
gonna put the blazer on. I'm gonna put the gloves on. I'm gonna put all that. I'm just
Hey, if you dress up like Solo, I'm about to dress up as Jacob, which is right
I
now.
will.
I just got to go
I
get a
will.
hoodie.
I'll get my and I'll have my gloves. All of that.
You got to do the laugh and the facial expressions.
What are you doing?
But
But yeah, that's we talked way too long about wrestling that literally had nothing going on.
look how we talked about it. That's how bad it is. Where we just clowning the shit. We not even want to. We never did that, people. We don't sit up here and do analytical shit to try to make it
We
make
do. No,
sense because
I do analytical shit. You hate doing analytical shit. I love doing analytical shit about wrestling.
this ain't wrestling now.
But
If
there's
you
no, I'm
want,
gonna say
bro,
there's nothing to get analytical about. I was getting analytical about the Stampede match because I'm like the logistics of this match is get all the toys and put them in the center of the ring. That's always Tony Khan's philosophy at the end of the day is whoever I'm not using, put them all in the same fucking match. Like, okay.
everybody got
But
to earn their pay. I will say this: if we want to get analytical, because they actually do booking. All right, they starting to figure it out. In the past 2 years, they've done way better than they did before. Again, they only a fucking 7-year company. I don't think people understand that. Probably 8 years at the most. I told you before. I gotta find that episode. He ain't losing that title, bruh. Darby ain't losing that
he
title.
is losing. You, all right.
What makes you think he
You
gonna
are gonna
lose?
look like a fool. MJF is not shaving his head. Who goes to Turkey and then shaves their head?
He could pivot and do something else. Like I ain't shaving my
No,
head.
he is not. I'm again. Are you mental? I told you the plan. It's he's because look when you look at the Owen Hart bracket, it's clearly made for Swerve and Will Ospreay to meet in the finals, and that's how Will Ospreay is gonna win and get the title shot to go face MJF in London. And then how they're gonna build it is the Death Riders are in his corner, and this is the Will Ospreay that's gonna be able to finally win the big match. So after they can do what Tony Khan always does, backstab booking. Oh shit. Moxley just betrayed Will Ospreay. Who saw that coming? It's a backstab. Oh shit. So
And
that's what
then
they're
where
gonna
would they
do.
have that at? Because if you're not gonna have it at Wembley,
Moxley, Will Ospreay.
you
At
gotta
any
have that on the
at any
biggest pay
fucking
per view.
no, at any pay per view, because they always do
If you've
all
been
out in
building up for damn
Chicago.
near
No, they
6 months,
always do all out right after all in, and it's probably going to be in Chicago, like how they always do it.
yeah,
Um,
because that's their WrestleMania or that's their Bound for Glory.
yeah, but that's the plan. Like, look at the Owen Hart bracket; it's clearly made for Ospreay and Swerve to meet in the finals, and Swerve is not
You
going to
don't
beat Will
think
Ospreay.
Bandino gonna wipe his nose? He keep
Come
on
on
talking shit and
now,
run up
come
on
on now,
Bandino.
no, no,
I'm
no,
like,
because
bro, why you?
they have to keep making Swerve look strong.
Yeah, but again, the babyface eventually has to get over. Bandino's the babyface,
Well, no,
so they
Will
trying to
Ospreay's
get
the
him that
baby.
ROH title.
He's been the ROH champion, Bandito.
No. They trying to get Swerve the ROH title.
No, they're not. He's fucking above the ROH title.
Really? You
Yeah,
right, but at the, so
look at
why
the
have a program with the ROH guy?
because Tony Khan it needs someone to hold the ROH title, and Bandito's the big enough draw that can fluctuate between both rosters. Because who else is going to be ROH World Champion? Eddie Kingston's fat ass? What? No,
If you acting like it's a downgrade
it
to like
is.
it ain't that much of a
Being
downgrade.
in ROH is the downgrade. It's the NXT.
Dude, they still be having people that should be on the main card over there.
I
You
know,
think
but
AR first and Athena should be on ROH solely?
no, but that's my point. Is that's why it's viewed as a downgrade. If they're not going to be winning on the main show, they send them to ROH to rack up wins in AAA. Baseball, not
Now stay with me
wrestling
now.
AAA.
And words of Ocho. Stay with me now. Look, if he wins the ROH world title, I
It's
think
not going
he'll
to
be
be
like,
for the ROH World Title. It's not. Again,
but
he's
look,
Swerve is not because again, Tony Khan can't go. Tony Khan literally can't make all the black people have all the belts on
that's where I
ROH.
was going with it. Because he'll be the
No,
first person to have both.
no, he can't do that because it'll clearly show a racial discrepancy in how he books one versus the
They
other.
doing it now.
Because it's ROH and no one's gonna cry about it.
Willow got the title too. So if Willow, she has a
But
title,
she's
you
been
get
champ on the main roster, is my point, compared to AR Fox is never gonna win a main roster title. Shane Taylor Promotions is never gonna win a main roster title.
you don't think so?
No.
Shane Taylor can get the tag titles. Come on, bro. Look, the tag division up there is stacked, but come on, it's a
FTR
place
holds
for
those
them.
fucking tag titles hostage like I've been fucking saying because the Rascals
Up,
can't even get them.
up until next week, yeah, you're right.
Well, because fucking Adam Copeland has to stomp his feet about I gotta fucking give me my Hulk Hogan run. I was robbed of 7 years of my career because my neck was so brittle. Like,
Hey, bro, remember you gotta send me your tweet. It's time to go home. I've been saying that for years, but when he tried to kick, I said, yeah,
and
Adam,
they
go
fucking
back to the
sent poor
crib.
Jay Riso out there with a fucked up wrist. Like, just stay home, Jay. Just stay home. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't even calling you Christian anymore. You're the man, Jay Riso. Stay home.
Yeah, it's over for my guy too. It's over for him as well. Like the motherfucking, he be like this. I'm like, oh, okay, you can't move your arms. That's why that neck still hurt. It ain't because he trying to look cool. The motherfucker, he be
I
walking like
think he
this in the
just.
ring.
I don't think he wants to be involved in this program. Is what I think he's
No
placating.
shit. He showed that 2 years ago when he said,
No,
"Go
I'm
fuck
saying I think
yourself."
he's just placating his friend in terms of like, yeah, this is on his bucket list. I was doing fine on my own until he came over here. Now he has to like, yeah, but now we got to link up like fucking. We always do, but yeah,
He
that's
showed that when he said, "Go fuck yourself." He was serious.
no.
All right. I know you my homie, but damn, bro, you got to piggyback off me. Remember we said this 2 years ago. You got to piggyback off me.
And he probably and it is what you're saying too. I do think he's like his body only has so much left in it, so he's not trying to go all out for matches that aren't going to be these big matches with FTR and the Young Bucks in the next couple months.
Yeah, it's just one last run. That's all it is too. That's why he probably don't, he probably open to it because it's like, look, man, this dude, my homie got more years behind him than he do in front of him. I do as well. But let's run this one more time because dog, they can't move. Like Edge legit tried to kick. That kick looked like
Don't get me start. Don't get me started. I'll turn into Mad Dog Davis. He can even throw a kick. That guy wants to throw a super kick. He can't even throw a super kick. What? He looks like. You want me to believe this?
You know what's really gonna happen though, right? If they do sign over there, they got to go over on the new day.
That's why I don't want them going over there again. Like I said, Tony Khan. Just because you were showing me, you got to spend the money. Like keep it.
No, one of the greatest things you ever said is you ain't got to save everybody. I forgot how you phrased it. It ain't Tony Khan's job
just
to
because
save
y'all
everybody.
got fired doesn't mean he's got to give you a job.
Thank you.
Like
It's
that
like,
fucking
bro, going
loser,
from Target.
or like that fucking loser said, like I feel like WWE's only firing these people, so Tony Khan has to sign them.
What's the name of the loser? Because it's a lot of them.
The one that looks like Black Perez Hilton. Anyway,
Black Perez Hilton. You got to put it in a private chat because I don't know what you're talking about.
We're gonna have a new segment every week called the DMX Growl of the Week because Hillary Duff. Shout out to you, baby! Like, ooh-wee.
You put yourself on the jumbo screen, so that's how I know you're serious.
I didn't mean.
No, that's on you.
I can't believe she's looking good still. Like from Lizzie McGuire, like having a crush on her as Lizzie McGuire to seeing her now, it's like, God damn.
I mean, it was always there.
But, not like, but not that it's long lasting is what I'm saying. Like I think she maybe is in her 40s now, but like for her to be this attractive still, that's where I'm like, all right.
Hey man, when you do, like you said, when you do right, you age gracefully.
Well, no, this is one of the rare times, as y'all like say, where milk does age gracefully, because you always say milk spoils when it comes to attractive white women, but she's in
not all of them. Look at Anne Hathaway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like she's in the Anne Hathaway, Trish Stratus, Jennifer Love Hewitt, that bracket of top tier. But she was on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover with Tiffany Haddish of all people.
All right, be respectful.
Give me that issue, toss it behind me, just like that. Like, nope.
Well, I'm tossing it behind me in the bed.
Give me the Hillary Duff issue. I'm just loosening up my arm. What did Amp say a few weeks ago? He said, "Double Tommy John." About you walking like the guy from SpongeBob with that full body cast of like.
Well, never mind about the wild. I say how my arm would be like Thriller.
But that's the DMX. Growl of the week is Hillary Duff. I'm guessing like Liz McGuire, Cinderella Story, Agent Cody Banks. Like this girl is like the star, like the teen star of my childhood. I didn't really fuck with Raise Your Voice. I know people be like, what about Raise? I wasn't really with Raise Your Voice. But after that, she, like most teen idols, fell off. And then she kind of had a mini run a few years ago with that How I Met Your Father show. It wasn't that good though, but shout out to her, still looking good.
Yeah, I don't know what she does now besides look good, but
I think she's trying to sing again. I was never into her music either.
I don't know about that one, baby. Put the mic down. Put it. You don't need to do that karaoke.
Or as y'all say, sounds great on mute. Yeah, this shit sounds great on mute.
Yeah, no disrespect, but we don't want to hear that.
But yeah, like I'm trying to think of who else in her era still looks good like all these years later.
Christy Romano, God bless her, because she going through some health problems right now.
She was looking good the last time I saw her, yeah. And that was also kind of a surprising one.
I mean, I saw it when she was Ren, bruh. Even Stevens, I was like, hold on, something up here. Good spaghetti.
Girl from Phil of the Future, Allie Machuca, because her sister was AJ. She was always looking good. I haven't seen her in the last couple of years, but she was one who I wasn't too shocked when they made it from like Disney PG to like CW teen show where you see a little bit more. You're like, whoa, okay. But I was never really. Oh, I get Brenda Song is the number one. I guess I would say Brenda Song is.
Brenda Song and Hillary Duff. That's like Stone Cold and Rock.
Yeah. Brenda Song is definitely number one because that's what I mean. You know what I'm about to say, but no, but Brenda Song is probably is probably 1A at the moment in terms of Disney star, most attractive Disney stars as an adult. Um, from our era, to be specific. Yeah, that late '90s, early 2000s. But yeah, I'm trying.
But no,
Who's
you kind of from a different area, Disney. You from Sweet Life, Zach and Cody, which is kind
well?
of my area because they only like 30. Shit, I think they
Well,
like
that's what like. That's
36.
why I said Brenda song because Ashley Tisdale. I was never really in Ashley Tisdale. Um, the girl who was Xena was on General Hospital. She had still looked the same, um, but again, she wasn't ugly, but also not my type. She
What
was
do you
in that
say?
Jack. She was in that Jackie Redmond camp of like, you're not an ugly woman. I'm just not into you.
Yeah, you still, Kumsi
Again, I
Kumsa or
don't. I'm
something.
not. No, I'm not saying Jackie Redmond's ugly. I'm just not into her.
What's not to be into that?
I'm just not into her. No.
Yeah, that's weird. That motherfucker. I mean, you got your own preference. You open to have your own preference. I'm just like, bro, that's a fine motherfucker, Jack.
But Hillary Duff, I'm still into. But
Yeah, I think
this
anybody
past
with
week,
eyes.
this past week, the NFL schedules dropped. Here's what you got as a Chargers fan. You got Arizona,
When,
Oakland,
when.
Buffalo, Seattle, Denver, Kansas City, the bye, and then it's the Battle of Los Angeles with the Rams, and then the Texans, the Ravens, the Jets, the Patriots, the Buccaneers, the Raiders, the Niners. So you and I might have to go live Thursday night, Week 15, Chargers Niners. We might do live stream that
Let's
entire
do it.
game. Dolphins, Kansas City, and Denver again. I'm thinking. I think you got 2 wins at the top. I think Cardinals and Las Vegas are 2 easy wins. I think 2 losses with Buffalo and Seattle.
Hmm. We
Den-
lose to Denver and Kansas.
I think they beat Kansas City. I think the Chiefs are going to be off to a slow start with Mahomes coming back. So you're 3-3.
Justin not gonna play. Justin playing what? He's
We
starting though,
all
right?
we all know Justin Fields is good, but not great. So I think they're going to be 3-3 before the bye. The Rams, that might be a loss. Texans, that might be a loss. Unless CJ Stroud is still on his bullshit of fumbling, stumbling, mumbling. Um,
Not reading his
Ravens,
playbook. You right.
Ravens, that might be a loss. Jets, that's a win. Patriots, who knows if they'll even have a coach with the whole Vrabel shit. And I think the Patriots are going to be the team that falls off majorly after
Yeah.
having a good season. Buccaneers, I would see that as a win.
No, we losing now.
I don't know who Baker lost Mike Evans, and I mean he has Ibuka, but like, and who's their running back? Plus, again, they barely won the NFC South. It's like
Man, me and you can win NFC South.
I'm not trying to overrate the Buccaneers. The Raiders, that's a win. Niners, depending on how injury depleted we are in Week 15, that could be a win or a loss.
Well, it's
Dolphins,
a loss.
that's a win.
Me
Chiefs,
and you can.
that Chiefs again. They could rest guys, or they could be in the hunt. And then the Broncos again could. I'm thinking 9 wins for your Chargers.
I'm saying 7.
I think 9 wins is the max.
I'm saying 7, bro. The NFL's a goddamn suspect. They screwed us because I didn't look at the scheduling yet. I was gonna wait because I wanted to look at everybody's team for the most part and see how it looks. But looking at us on paper, yeah, we losing to Kansas twice. I don't care. We losing to
It's a
Kansas twice.
it's actually look 2 home, two away, and then 2 home again, and then 2 away. It's not that bad of a schedule in terms of like, and you get the bye on Week 7. That's a good time to like.
To lick the wounds, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, if you go 3-3 into the bye, that's not bad. But and then my team, oh god,
Yeah,
here
let
we
me see.
go. Here we go. The Rams in Australia, which is like kill me now. Just kill me now. Because this is so annoying.
Well,
And
is
then
Puka Nuka back? Is he gonna be in time to play? Because he got his problems going on.
even still, the Rams are always a tough game for us.
I think
Then the
y'all get him.
Dolphins. Dolphins the next week, that's a win. Cardinals the next week, that's a win. Broncos, I think we can beat the Broncos. So Seahawks, always a tough game. I'll say that's a loss because that's in Seattle. Um,
Y'all lose to
oh,
Washington.
I think we'll be Washington. I don't think the Redskins will be that good. I'm sorry, the Commanders. Whoa,
No,
whoa,
that's what they
whoa,
call. No,
hey,
no, no, no.
hey,
Fuck all that.
whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, hey, take it, whoa, whoa, whoa.
that's their
The
name. Fuck all that.
racism in me just kicked in. So you activated it earlier, like the Winter Soldier, by saying that to me.
Racial profiling.
Falcons, that's a win. Tua in Atlanta's gonna be
Yeah,
a tough game. So I think
and Mike got no knees still. Never had,
before
never will.
before the
Penix.
bye, I could see us being 4-3 before the bye. The
Y'all lose to the
Raiders,
Raiders. Y'all
no,
lose
that's
to the
that's a win. Here's the thing: they face the Cowboys
a win
in
for the Cowboys.
Dallas. Kiki's like, oh, should we go? And I'm like, but here's the crazy thing: the next week they face the Vikings in Mexico, and Kiki and I said the same thing. You should have had the Cowboys in the Niners face off in Mexico. You would have made a shit ton, and you would have started the next Mexican American War. If that's their plan, is to start the next Mexican American War, much like the Alamo, Dallas, San Francisco, in Mexico. That seems
Yeah, I
like
was gonna
precedent.
suggest that, but at the same time, they don't want violence.
I think they do want violence. I think Roger Goodell is working with the government to incite a civil war within the country. This is how they do it. I think we beat the Cowboys like we always beat the Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys beating
I
them.
think we beat the Vikings in Mexico because the Niners have played in Mexico before. Seattle in San Francisco. I think we could beat Seattle by then. The Giants.
Another team everybody could beat.
I think
Y'all
we could
beat the
get the
Giants. You
Giants.
you second guessing the Giants?
Well, here's how I'm looking. The Chiefs. Mahomes always has this, whether it's the regular season or the Super Bowl. Eagles, that's a win. Jalen Hurts is going to come in and not throw the ball. And then the Cardinals.
You said y'all beating the Eagles?
Yes.
Y'all not beating the Eagles, and I hate the Eagles with a
Jalen
passion.
Hurts doesn't throw the ball. And
What
the Niners
what that mean?
stuffed Saquon Barkley in the playoffs last year. Like they can beat the Eagles easily. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we could beat the Vikings next. I said 8, 9, 10. I think 11 wins is possible. We won 12 last year with fucking. I'm sorry, we won. Did we win 12 or 11 last year? I think we won 12.
Did you say my fault? Did you say y'all could beat Kansas?
No, that's a loss. And like I said, Mahomes they can't beat Mahomes ever.
Man, no, y'all going 10-7, dog. Y'all not get
Yeah, see,
past the Eagles.
last year we went 12-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can win. We can win the same amount of games with that schedule because there's no way they're gonna lose to
Y'all
the
losing
command.
to the Cowboys.
They're not losing to Malik Willis, Jaden Daniels, and Tua in the first 7 weeks. There's no way that's happening. Or Michael Penix because they already faced Michael Penix last year, and there's no way they're gonna lose after the bye to Fernando Mendoza. Yeah,
I was joking about the Raiders. Y'all losing to. I told you, you losing to the. Can you pull that up again? Pause.
Oh, you want to say it?
Yeah, just because I remember, but let me get it right. So y'all losing to the Redskins. Y'all losing to the Cowboys. Y'all losing to the Eagles. I said 10-7. That's 9.
Again. What's going to make the Eagles terrifying? They self-imploded last year. Then they're going to trade AJ Brown, right? So what? They're going to replace him
You
with
think they're
Makai
gonna
Lemon.
trade him? Because at this point,
Of
hey,
course they are.
time's a ticking. It's almost look. We almost.
The
It's
only
almost
reason they
camp.
haven't the only reason they haven't made the trade is the Mike Vrabel thing, and there's actually I think like logistics where the trade can't be official till a certain date. But that's why they drafted Makai Lemon was to replace AJ Brown. But even then, Jalen Hurts has had AJ Brown and Devonta Smith for multiple years, and still doesn't want to throw the ball. I'm
Yeah,
not
you keep.
scared. I'm not scared of Jalen Hurts at all. I don't know what do you talk about? Like, why should we be scared of losing to the Eagles? Like, the only reason they lost to the Eagles in the fucking NFC Championship game was because it was in Philly, it was raining, and Brock Purdy broke his fucking elbow into the 3 minutes into the second quarter. That's the only reason they lost to the Eagles. Because then they kicked their ass the next year.
Okay.
Yeah. The big losses are Seattle, the Rams, and Kansas City. Other than that, I'm not scared of any of these other teams. I'm definitely not scared of Denver. Definitely not scared of the Vikings. Because it's going to be fucking Kyler Murray or JJ McCarthy. No, I'm not scared at all. The Giants, I don't know if John Harbaugh's going to be able to turn them around that quickly because if Jackson Dart doesn't have people to throw to, I
Yeah.
think he's going to be shit out of luck because there's no way Skydabo's going to be good with his ankle being repaired and all that. Aside from what's going on in his head, but
He hear
the,
voices.
oh he hears something all right. But here's the big stat: there were 0 primetime games for these 5 teams: the Miami Dolphins, the Las Vegas Raiders, the Tennessee Titans, the New York Jets, and the Arizona Cardinals. They have 0 primetime games. No Thursday night, no Monday night, no Sunday night. Crazy.
Yeah.
But there was, I think you want to just pull it real quick before we get out of the other way. The Sunday night schedule is going to be Dallas, New York, like always, in week 1. Following week, Indianapolis, Kansas City. The Indianapolis thing, like, okay, so they're going to really trot out Daniel Jones again. Okay. Los Angeles, Denver. I'm sorry, the Broncos versus the Rams, week 3. Panthers versus the Lions, week 4. This Sunday schedule is not looking good. I think they gave the Sunday schedule the shit schedule.
You got the Thanksgiving and Christmas schedule.
That's what I also wanted to pull up because they, like Amp said, Thanksgiving Eve is stupid. They put Thanksgiving Eve is Packers versus Rams on Netflix, and
Not
then
bad.
actual Thanksgiving Thursday first game is Bears Lions, which could be good.
No, that's an ass whooping to the Lions. It's over.
The Eagles versus the Cowboys, and then the Chiefs versus the Bills is the night game. And then the Black Friday game is the Broncos versus the Steelers, which is who knows if Aaron Rodgers is much like Randy Orton. Like, are you around? We're not seeing you. You're not saying anything. Like, what's going on
And the
here?
Steelers fell for the bait once again. He's been doing this shit for 7 years
Well,
now.
Mike McCarthy's his coach now, so Mark McCarthy is probably like, I don't want to fucking coach this guy again. He's the guy that
Yeah,
got
and
me
you think this
fired.
selfish prick, his parents don't even like him. You think he cared?
The Christmas Eve game is Houston, Philadelphia.
Christmas Eve game, they stupid as hell.
Christmas Eve is on a Thursday this year.
No, I'm saying too though, everybody's shopping and stuff. I mean, I guess.
And then Christmas is a Friday this year, like I just said. So, and those games are Green Bay, Green Bay versus Chicago, where Dot's gonna have a shitty fucking Christmas after he drops
$1,300.
$5,000 on gifts for Q and Dom. He has to watch Caleb
The
Williams.
Packers get their ass beat.
Caleb Williams throw for 5 touchdowns in the fucking snow.
You gotta say this in the group chat.
And then it's the Bills versus the Broncos, also on Netflix, like the Bears and Packers will be. And then the the Christmas night game is Seattle Rams on Fox. Man.
I bet.
Oh, then there's a New Year's Eve game. Because again, New Year's Eve is on a Thursday. It's going to be the Bengals versus the Ravens. 2 of my favorite quarterbacks going at it: Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson.
Hey, is Joe Burrow gonna even be there?
Hey! This is the year. This is the year Joe Burrow plays
All seven. You sure he gonna be there?
All 17 games Joe Burrow plays. All 17 games he throws for 40 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 5,000 yards. I'm putting it out there. Joe Burrow, he's gonna have the comeback year.
You might want to pray for that comeback because it's been 2 years now. He always hurt. And I like Joe Burrow, but it's been 2 years.
Yeah. Poor guy.
My leg, this hurt. It don't get better as you get younger in the NFL. As you get older, I should say, in the NFL.
You know what doesn't get better? the Fast and Furious franchise. It has not gotten better because this week, Deadline announced Fast and Furious, the TV show. What? Why? Come again? Like, you can't even get the movie made. How are you going to make a TV show?
You know, I say things lately. You know, Dave's been calling it Banks year because I'll be saying shit and it happened. I told him a TV show was gonna happen. I want to say a year or two ago. I don't know.
Well,
Time
don't
is
forget
subjective at this
they
point.
had the animated show on Netflix,
I remember.
Spy Racers or something like that. But
He looked like Baby Boss when they had Dom on here.
but here Peacock is launching 4 shows in the Fast and Furious universe. Vin Diesel said this again. This is their source. Out to lunch, Vin fucking Diesel saying, Peacock's gonna make 4 shows, 4 Fast and Furious shows. It's an honor to have these shows made, so we can continue telling the same story that we've been telling, which is family. Even
I
though
believe
it will be good, Rome. Have you seen the last 2 movies? What makes you think they will be good?
because that would have been good as a TV show. The movies.
No, it would. I would have no. All you wanted to see 7 more episodes of Little Dom and John Cena? I would have thrown my TV out of the window if that was
That's
the
actually
show.
gonna be one of the shows, ironically.
According to sources, 1 Fast and Furious series is set up at Peacock. Vin Diesel lying through his bald head like he always does, like he did about a Groot movie, like he's doing about this last Witch Hunter sequel. They really are filming this Riddick movie, but like no other news is about like who got the funding because he's on a
Right.
green screen set in the outfit. What
It
was his
might be an
other?
old picture too.
Oh, his fucking Columbo show. I'm not Columbo.
The
Kojak
movie.
show into a movie. Yeah, like that's like everyone just like let's not trust what Vin's saying. Let's go talk to someone who actually works at Universal and ask them what's going on. Diesel is executive producing the series. Its pilot will be written by Mike Daniels, who just got an NBC series order for the Rockford Files reboot. No details have been provided on the series, which comes from NBC Universal Television. Neil Moritz, as the producer. I'm just trying to see. On stage, Diesel spoke about being protective of the Fast and Furious brand, which made him originally turn down doing a sequel to the original movie. Oh yeah, the guy. The irony is the guy who said I won't do Too Fast, Too Furious is like, this franchise means everything to me.
Right.
As you know, I've been very precious about these movies, but over the last decade, we've realized that the fans have wanted more. They've wanted less, Vin. They've wanted less. They don't want more. The box office has shown that. They keep going. They went from $1 billion to 700 to barely 600. Like the fans don't want any. We're the fans, and we're saying no mas, no mas.
Yeah, we wanted to go home last movie.
And for the
But a
last
TV
decade,
show.
the desire has been.
Oh,
For the last decade, the desire for us has been to enter the TV space. The desire was to have 3 different spin-offs. One about Hobbs and Shaw, which they did. One about all the women, which would be Letty, Natalie Emanuel, aka Prescia, and Charlize Theron, and Mia, like a spin-off about that. And then a third spin-off, which they never fully announced, but like, huh? Crazy. But here's what he looked like at Cannes, because right now the Cannes Film Festival is happening, and they had a Fast and Furious, the original, the Fast and the Furious screening at the fucking Cannes Film Festival, and this man shows up with a fucking bedazzled blazer that says "Fast Forever" on it. Like, I know the French are weird about films in terms of like they have weird taste of like, this is good, this is shit, this is magnifique. But like a fucking 20 plus year screening of The Fast and the Furious, a movie I say is a 5-star classic. But like to play that at the fucking Cannes Film Festival is insane. And this is what he puts on his suit jacket.
well, to be honest, it's been 25 years, so
Yeah, that's the point. Is like we are honoring 25 years of the fast. It's the Cannes Film Festival.
I mean, it's cinema, as they say. So yeah, it kind of count.
Let me look
You
up the
think the
other
French have
films.
seen the Fast and the Furious? No.
Let me look at the other 2001 films that would get 25 years. Memento,
Butterflies.
Ocean's 11, The Royal Tenenbaums, uh, Monsters Inc., Mulholland Drive, the first Lord of the Rings, Shrek, Moulin Rouge, the first Harry Potter. Like these are other movies celebrating 25 years. Ali,
Classic.
Legally Blonde, great movie. Sexy Beast, great movie. Like these are the 25 years. But Vin Diesel's like, no. We gotta take the Nas to Paris. We gotta take the Nas all the way to the Eiffel Tower. Crazy.
Hey, to be fair, the Fast and the Furious is better than all those movies.
Max Keeble's Big Move, also a 2001 film.
I ain't seen that shit in so long.
Freddy Got Fingered, also a 2001 film. Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, not another teen movie. Osmosis Jones.
Wait, look, Not Another Teen movie is a classic. And Osmosis Jones. Yeah, what's some classics that came out 2021?
Atlantis, The Lost Empire. Swordfish.
Classic.
Joe Dirt.
Classic. Yeah, I got to go back and watch some of these movies.
Oh, here, Hardball.
Masterpiece.
Janet Silent Bob Strike Back. Probably the funniest film of 2001. Hey, lady, you ever have your ass licked by a fat man in an overcoat?
Yeah, that's in my top 5 favorite movies ever, so I'm being biased if I say anything.
And then Cats and Dogs, a movie I watched all the time as a kid.
Oh, you did as well?
Oh, one of my favorite Martin Lawrence movies. Amp was saying no one talks about Blue Streak, but no one talks about What's the Worst That Could Happen.
With him and Danny DeVito?
Yeah, no one talks about that movie. My mom and I love that movie.
I haven't seen it. I just remember Eric Sermon had a song on there.
And How High.
Masterpiece.
In 2000.
Yeah, I got to go back and watch some of these movies.
Well, here's what I wanted to do. I do want to do a movie club with the pod where we pick a movie together. We're gonna do Scarface eventually. We're gonna have a Scarface discussion. Talk about
hey,
Scarface.
Fuck you, man. Who put this together?
What I want to do is like where we give each other a movie to watch that we haven't seen and that the listeners, watchers can watch with us, and then we break it down on the episode. Like that's what I've been wanting to do is a BVD movie club.
Let's do it.
Where we pick a movie that we've seen already and want to rewatch, aka the rewatchables, but then we each give the other a movie that they haven't seen, so they can finally cross it off their list, and then have an episode about it. But we're gonna wrap it up because Banks has to get going with the man of the hour.
No, I want to talk about the TV show. That shit could wait. You ain't let me talk about the TV show. That might happen.
What's
the Fast and Furious show that may or may not happen.
What's it going to be about? Is it here's what I can't understand. Are they just going to pick it up after Fast Forever? Because you cannot. I don't want to see the story of young Dom based on how
it's going to happen.
I don't want to see Dom getting out of prison to NWA because you ruined it for me already. One, you ruined it by saying he had a brother the whole time, which had you pull that out of your ass, no. Like, I don't want to see the 1991 Dom Toretto show.
So I didn't even think about that. You can go that way, but you could do episodes about different people. So if you want to go that way,
Parker origin story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Or you could have him, and you could have Roman go on like crazy adventures, like Homeboys in Outer Space, the sequel. You could have them do that. You can
want to see that in theaters. They're not going to want to see that on television. The way everyone treated that fucking Fight Night show with Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle, like, is this a show? Is this a movie? Like, what is this? That's how they would treat that show.
But that's just one episode. That's what I'm saying. You could do multiple episodes because there's so many people. Then our man, we could have him. He go back to Japan. You feel me? One episode because they got to be an hour. He do what he needs to do.
You can't. No. You know what the shows were? They were movies. That's why we don't need the show. The movies happen.
You know what they gotta do? They gotta treat this shit like the bloodline. Everybody gotta have
I don't
side
want to
quests.
see Han before he became Han. I don't want to
No,
see.
I'm talking about after. Like
That's even
after
worse. That's literally even worse.
you don't want to see, I'm telling you, Taj, goddamn it, Taj, and goddamn
The
Ro.
Tez and Roman show would be horrible.
No, it wouldn't. Let them go do.
For 7 episodes. I
No,
hate
one
you.
episode. Everybody gets one episode to get their shine.
That's even worse to treat it like fucking Lost. No,
Yeah.
hell no, no. I don't want to see the story of Ramsey. I don't want to see the story of Letty. I don't want to see that.
Hey, I do want to see the story of
The
Ramsey.
only person who's I would want to see the show about fucking Scott Eastwood. What's Scott Eastwood doing? That's the only show I want to see.
That might work.
No, because they'd have to get Kurt Russell. He just doesn't come back for these movies. He goes and makes the stupid fucking Godzilla show, but he won't make another Fast
Hey, I
and
like the
Furious movie.
Monarch.
Every week you say something that doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. It doesn't add up.
That first
You
season was
shit, you
good.
shit on Invincible, but you're like Monarch Legacy of Monsters. That's that shit.
Yeah, because I like Godzilla. I'm a Godzilla guy.
And you want to talk about movies that aren't good turned into a TV show? That's the hat. That's what they're doing with that shit. No one gives a fuck about those Godzilla and Kong movies, and no one gives a fuck about this show. The only reason
Wait, did you
like that
see? Did you
Go
see
ahead.
Godzilla? Yeah.
Do I look like an idiot? What are you trying to say? Huh?
No, you said you was gonna see that one. The one that came out a couple years ago.
No, I haven't seen any of the fucking MonsterVerse stuff since Kong Skull
No,
Island.
not the MonsterVerse, the other one.
Oh, minus one.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Watch that one. Don't watch the others.
But they don't treat that with this shit. Is my point.
Because it's not Americanized, that's why.
No, because this shit sucks and that shit's good. That's why it's again like what they're trying to do with the Fast and Furious. It's like you're trying to treat this like it's gonna be. It's not. It's not. Or if they were to just retell the story, like what they're doing with Harry Potter, I would lose my fucking mind if they were to retell the Fast and Furious movies as a TV show. I would go ballistic. I would run to Universal with a BOMB, and that's what would happen. Like, no.
Them re-rocking the whole franchise would be hilarious.
I guess like that's why I'm stuttering. I would just malfunction. That's what would happen to me if they just straight up were telling the story again. Just like the Harry Potter show, each season is a movie with, instead of 10 minutes of filler, how about 6 hours of filler? Because that's what that show would be.
I got another idea. Dom and his son.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, which is the real one, which is the Dom and the Roman and Brian origin story. You want to see the show in Barstow? You want to see the Barstow Adventures?
Shit, that's a good idea, but they already doing that with Power.
But that's my point. That's how they would treat it.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't do that. That's actually a pretty good idea, but they already doing that with Power.
But they already did it in a movie called Too Fast and Too Furious,
yeah.
And it was great. Like,
but you got to get to when they was younger, even though they was young then. You got to get to when they was younger, teenagers.
It's just like, oh my! I can't believe this is their plan now. They couldn't even. Fast X was 2023. That was 3 years ago. And you want to make a TV show now?
And then the thing is, we still got to get to this last movie. That's 2 years from now.
Shout out to you, Bobby Punk Vega. I haven't. Obsession is on my watch list. I don't know if I'll go to the theater to see Obsession. It's this horror movie. Exactly like he just says next time. It's a horror movie that just dropped. Where Banks, have you seen the trailer for this?
No.
This guy.
My life is a horror movie.
This guy has this crush on this super hot Latina chick, and he's like, it's almost like Big, where like he gets something to make a wish, and he's like, I wish she was in love with me, and it happens, but then it comes to a point where like her love is so toxic that like it spirals down. Like it looks really good. Bobby Punk Vega.
He don't have no money and Takis. That'll do it.
Well, that's the point. I think is like she only likes him as a friend. Is how the trailer starts. So he's like, I wish she loved me, loved me.
Man, what loser wrote that shit?
No, that's a great idea for a movie. First of all, you're caping for the Fast and Furious shows about origin stories and spinoffs, but a great original movie idea. You're like, who wants to see that? Fuck you, fuck you. How dare you? Like, no, no.
Like, all you
Thank you.
gotta do is have some money and some clout.
Hey,
You can
if
get
you
her.
got a letterboxed Bobby Punk Vega, drop it. I'll follow you.
Same. I'll do that. But
No, it looks
again,
really good. And
just
the
have
guy's
some money. You can get her.
not ever. It doesn't work like that. That's
Shit.
not always how.
For some people, it do.
Ask him. Where's Kevin Durant's woman?
Drake.
See, that's right.
Drake.
Oh, speaking of Drake.
See transitions.
All right,
Let's go. What
Thursday
did I
night.
miss?
Thursday night, it happened. It happened, people. I didn't think it was possible. I was one of the ones doubting them. I said I think the run's done. I don't think you could come back from a loss that bad, especially based on how Some Sexy Songs for You was. I was like, you know what? Hey, we have Take Care, we have More Life, we got Scorpion, we got all these other great projects in the past. You know what? I listen to the old catalog and just know, like, everyone has their run. But then Iceman, episode 4, great from start to fucking finish. An hour and a half of phenomenal. But also with a little bit of comedy, because he brought back the old school visual of like the interpolation of like it was that fucking Rocket Man video of William Shatner where he sings and it like interpolates his face over and over and over.
Yeah.
But that was him when he's going, love me, but like for an hour and a half we watched him do all that dancing like I'm Drake, dancing like I'm Drake, dancing like I'm Drake, see me dance. Like that's what he was doing for an hour and a half, and it was phenomenal. Shout out to Theo Spudra and the two other guys for the direction, because those videos they're all dropped. They all dropped because they took the Iceman live stream down and dropped all the music videos that were playing during it, and they looked phenomenal. The one with that animated shebang, all these the Iceman album. Go ahead, I'm talking too much. Go ahead, I want to hear what you thought about it.
No, keep going, because like the only thing I can really say is, I already know how I give it up when it comes to certain things. Pause. I'm just like, all right, good music. Like you said, for him to come back, because I knew it was inevitable. Like, come on, bro. Nobody cares anymore like that. Um, Ironically, like that. No, it.
Yeah,
For him to make great music, that's all we said. If you make great music, nobody ain't gonna really care. Motherfuckers want to care, but they really don't care. I just don't like that motherfuckers care to hate on the music. Hey, you dumb motherfucker, just don't listen. How about that? I can look, if you anybody needs some musical suggestions, it's me. What genre? I got you. You ain't gotta listen to this shit. That's my only thing. But for him, like, all right, let me say this too. I ain't listen to the other two albums. Eventually I will. If I don't do it today, I'll do it by the time we record. I ain't got time for 42 hours, bro. I got shit to do. It's other stuff I could be listening to. It's podcasts I gotta listen to. I ain't got 42 minutes of music or 42 songs in me, bro. And then I just wanted to hear the rap. Iceman, I'll say this, because I can only talk about Iceman. It's probably my favorite album by him since Views. And this is coming from a guy that likes
wow.
CLB. I like CLB.
I like CLB too, but as I said on Sheep Show with Graham and his co-host back in 2000, I'm sorry, 2021. I want to say 2001 still. My issue with CLB was a lot of the features were unnecessary and hurt the Drake part of the song. I felt it was overcrowded with unnecessary features, but really solid with the instrumentals he picked and just what he was rapping and singing about. Um, but I thought this is his best project since CLB. I don't want to overrate honestly the Nevermind or Her Loss because those are two different projects in a different way. But as we talked about before,
Yeah.
For All the Dogs, not good. Probably his weakest album.
And then for her loss, I look at that like a collab. Because if it was just him, because I can't stand 21 Savage's voice. If it was just him by itself, I'd be like, yeah,
The
this is
21
fire.
Savage song on Iceman is, I would say, there's probably only really 2 or 3 weak songs on Iceman, and that one is one of the weak ones. The
Yeah, well,
Views on the
it's
Table.
21 Savage, so yeah.
Um, but the acknowledgement of like, yeah, I took a loss. I was glad he was owning up to like, here's yeah, I am aware of what happened, everyone. Okay,
Thank
I'm
you.
not pretending it didn't happen, but he did do some things where it was like, why did the streams disappear? Why did he did some stuff where it was very like, I took a loss, but I'm still like, it's not really a loss type of stuff because he said like, uh, I definitely didn't cry, that line and stuff like that. Like, yeah, you got one over on me. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But it's like, if it is what it is, you didn't need to take a year and a half, almost 2 years off to just go, well, that was a loss. Like, so it was one of the ultimate Drake projects in terms of like great bravado energy, great introspective. Let me reminisce on the past. Let me pour out my feelings. Um, let me tell you stories of what's going on now, what happened before, and all that. But I agree with you. The two other albums, the BVD and Maid of Honor, I only listened to each of them all the way through once, and we all, I think, can agree like this is he put those out to get out of the deal faster. If that's what's going to get him out of this deal of him being signed to Universal and what's going on, then was like, all right, I dropped 3 projects in one night so I can get granted my freedom. But at the same time, those are 2 projects I feel aren't going to be on people's minds in the next coming weeks. First, like compared to Iceman, I think Iceman delivered, surpassed expectations. My expectations
Yes.
were low just based off it being hyped for so long. That can hurt something. The build can hurt of like, all right, you're saying it's going to be good because you've been saying it's on the way. It's on the way. Like I said about views, where once views dropped, people did act like this is it. It wasn't until a few months later where people were like, you know what was actually fucking good? Views. And like he has the line, views already a classic. Or when views dropped compared to now, how they rate it, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm fucking with Iceman heavy. I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. I've listened to it nonstop since yesterday, or Friday or Thursday night, I should say, when it came out. Friday, whatever.
And at least, I mean, Iceman, I think, is only an hour runtime. Let me see.
Sean, I think it's like an hour,
Yep.
42 minutes worth of music. Hour
Iceman is
32.
Iceman is 18 songs, 1 hour and 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Habidi is 37 minutes, 11 songs. And Maid of Honor is 14 songs, 45 minutes. So I do agree. And what hurts about those is you can tell these were the songs not worthy of being on Iceman.
Yeah.
Because it has which one, which is him in Central C. Like, which one? Go going up over there. She want to go to Nevada. Like,
Yeah.
okay, Central C. And it has the 2 Sexy Red features on those 2. But also, I don't want to hear you or Eve say anything positive about Stunna Sandy. I don't want to hear a goddamn.
What you mean?
She got some big fake titties that are nice to look at, but that song was horrible. I don't want to hear
I don't give a
y'all.
damn.
I don't want to hear y'all say, "Hey, that's Stunna Sandy song with Drake." That shit sound like no. That shit sounded horrible. She sounds like she's never spoken in her entire life.
That's most of these female rappers and rappers in general. But go
And
ahead.
again, I'll give him credit. He got an eye for talent. There was a moment in the ICEMAN stream where a woman's walking. I did the "Who is that?" like as I saw her because I was like, God damn! But like, congratulations, Drake. But like, that is not a good song. That's a horrible song.
Hey, you do shit like that when you want to beat. He know that.
No, I get it. I'm not saying but I'm just saying like, I don't want to hear any of y'all, you amp. I don't want to hear anyone, Antonio with a brain, say that's an Sandy song. That shit hit. Like, no, it does not. No, it
I
does
never
not.
said that. Hey, on mute.
Not even on mute.
You shitting me? Just as long as she right there. I'm talking about the video.
Because when she was in the video, I was like, "Who is this?" And then people were like, "Oh, I know that ain't who I think it is." And I was like, "Who?" And then people said it's Steph Sandy. I'm like, "Oh, because I don't be following her like that."
I do.
I know. Yeah. Why is that, sir? Why is that?
Cause the motherfucker look good, boy.
But yeah, the two sexy red songs. Yeah. Why
Hey,
does he?
this for the bitches.
It's not even because the women hate it.
Man, women hate everything, but go ahead.
That is also true. But I
Yeah.
mean,
I should have been on the song. Can you rap? No. Can you sing? Can you
and
play the
who?
kazoo?
And I'm gonna say this like, who the hell is Renee Who the hell is Molly Santana? Who the fuck is she? Where did she come from?
I don't know who that is.
That's the girl who was on the song with him in Future. Uh, the girl who sings Molly Santana, the new Hannah Montana, Molly Santana. I'm like, who is
Let
this?
me see. Oh, let me do some
Did,
research.
did you create this person from scratch? Because I've never heard of Molly Santana. I want to ask Amp if he's heard Molly Santana before.
I don't know about that one. She might be some up north shit. Let me see.
Well, she was on the song with Future, so she must be an Atlanta rapper.
What was she talking about?
Shit, nothing. All she kept saying was, like I just said, Molly Santana, the new Hannah Montana. That's all she kept saying.
Guess where she from?
Atlanta.
No, you'll never look. You'll never fucking guess where she from.
West or East?
Fontana, California, which is near
Wow.
Riverside. That's hilarious.
Well, I couldn't tell in the video if she was Blasian or what.
She is. You got that
Okay.
right.
Well,
So
that's
guess what?
like
She
in the
gets a
video, I'm
follow from
like,
me.
well, in the video, I'm like, did they reboot Honey Cocaine? Like, who is this woman? Like,
Did they reboot Honey Cocaine?
because I'm like, who is this Blasian woman? Yeah,
The fact that
Fontana.
you caught that is hilarious. She blazed it. I looked that up and said,
Hey,
"Yep."
hey! You ain't the only. Again, look at me. Look at me. You ain't the only one
Well,
on
guess
my
what?
night.
She gets a follow from me. Why? Cause she blazing, maybe, but she look good. Yes, sir, Sean. Riverside. Fontana is right side out of
Um,
Riverside. I had a joint from
but we gotta
Fontana.
talk about before we get out of here. Too hard for the radio.
Bro, you know what's funny? I said because I just
Again,
heard that beat
you hear
switch.
like I got Nike shoes. I got the dude. I'm like that's like the type of song where you like.
Bruh, when I first heard it, because I just heard that part, because I was telling Davis, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch because I'm gonna listen to the music in real time. But now I'm gonna go watch the video. So I heard that part with the West Coast beat. I'm like, nah. But then I heard that first part, and I was like, bro, I've been playing that shit nonstop. When we get off the live, I'm about to play it. And then the beat switch, I'm like,
I was about to
cool.
say someone had a good tweet where they said, and I think it's for all rap in general. Like, let's ban beat switches for the next 5 years. Because I
And
do
then
agree, the beat switches on this and a lot of rap songs, especially Travis Scott songs, are just like too much of. You're not my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. You're not gonna get to that level of artistic genius where you combine this producer's track with this other producer's track that you mix in with your own to create like that's where like a lot of this project to me doesn't put it in the top 5. It's close, but it's just that moment of like you're self-sabotaging it a little bit with choices like that.
and guess what? Amp said, and I can agree because I think Travis Scott is grotesque. I don't like anything about him. I like Astro Thunder, but that's where the buck stopped. But he said he'll be working at Jiffy Lube if that happens. He can't do the beat switch. I hope. I
That's
said I hope this
why
motherfucker work at
Drake
Subway.
every Drake Travis Scott song gets the Drake raps over this beat and then
Yeah.
he has to come in on his own. Like it's like how they're doing the Edge and Christian entrance now. They don't come out together. Edge comes out to his entrance so we can get his cheap pop, so we can hear on this day for the 1,000th fucking time, and then
You heard it
Christian
at
comes
work.
out. I like Metal Lingus the song, so I'm not mad at it. But yeah, but yeah, no, but he shouts out Antioch. He fucking shouts out my hometown in Too Hard for the Radio. He shouts out the Yak, and I'm like,
He shouts out the yacht.
dude. He says, "Got the boys in the Yak," and it hit me like,
Let me write that's title right there.
because I'm
Shouts
like,
out the yacht.
who? I haven't heard someone say the Yak again. Shatif. I haven't heard that name in years. I haven't heard someone say the Yak in forever. And it's not like people were always saying the Yak when I was from around there. It was. I think again, people get mad like, "Oh, you from San Fran or you from Frisco?" It's like people say things. People always just say certain things, and like because Bay Area natives don't like it when they hear San Fran or Frisco. It's the city because Oakland's the town, and San Francisco's the city. But it's like, who gives a fuck? It's just people always shorten things regardless of if it's
Right.
natives or locals or tourists, etc. But like the Yak, I'm like, there's only one Yak I've ever heard, and I had to do my Googles to make sure there wasn't another Yak because I'm like, ain't no way he means Antioch of all places. But yeah, I'm like, that's crazy, crazy.
Somebody need to play that song for Dave Meltzer.
Okay. Well,
He
the
didn't say
place
anything
for,
about San Jose. I give it, 1 star. 1 star.
but Iceman, I'm giving it a 8.5, almost 8.75 out of 10. It's almost to the top.
4 out of 5 for me. If it didn't have certain songs, it'd be a 5 out of 5.
Well,
4 out of 5.
there aren't too many of the style of song from the last few. But there are a lot more in the bag of like there's not an official timestamp on here, but there is a lot of like timestamp energy or hours in silence energy, or what was the other one? Shit. View from the Ocean. A lot of that type of energy and cadence and flow to Iceman. Like so a lot of like, like the bravado, but like, man, this shit sucks, man. This shit hurts. But like I'm still gonna be proud about it and all that. Like, the whole like you getting by a singer, your baby mama can't even post about it, like all that. Like it's that Drake that people wanted to hear. I know you wanted to hear Drake with the melodies and all that. You like Drake when he's singing, but that's what the other two are, and that's what people are kind of like,
Exactly.
yeah. But then also like those are the that want to listen all the way through on both. That's the bad version of him trying to be for the women, for the bitches, sing songy, all that. It's not as good as the stuff in the past. So I think
Like,
maybe. Oh, go ahead.
motherfuckers, not to cut you off, but motherfuckers just, this is why I say, I hate Twitter. I just got back on, but I get it on. I get the fuck off like I do all social media. Motherfuckers just talking about he up here crying and complaining. It's like, bro, what do y'all want? When he doing the mob shit, like I say, I don't like to hear
First
all
of
the
all,
time.
when hasn't he whined and complained? That's the Drake
Thank
playbook.
you. Like, it's like people don't even know what the fuck well, obviously people don't know what the fuck they want. Everybody just bitch and complain about everything. It's like, dude, he's been doing that. Like Davis just said, he's been doing that
He
forever.
was
Like,
crying over not having Rihanna anymore. But
and
his
then
thing was
y'all
like,
like,
but at least I had Rihanna. Like,
yeah, thank you. Hey, a win's a win.
hey,
And then it's like,
because he said the KMS ASAP. Y'all know what that means. So I was like, okay, that's kind of. He was throwing shots at ASAP Rocky. There was a weird Jay-Z shot he threw.
no, ain't no weird shot. He threw
Well,
multiple ones.
well, don't forget, like Jay-Z was on CLB, but that was my point. Like he was only having people who had beef with Kanye on CLB. which is why like I was saying 10 minutes ago, like that's why that album kind of feels weird. Is like he was in the middle of this Kanye West feud, and he used CLB to fight him with it. Because don't forget, Donda
Yeah,
dropped right before CLB.
yeah, but also we gotta remember too, Kanye fight himself every day, so
Yeah,
he on so
but
much dope. Pete Davidson was on stage and he was looking up
oh
to the
fuck
sky.
Pete Davidson, fuck him,
Well, say
fuck
that for
everybody.
everybody in the crowd. Yeah, so because of 9/11, and as with Kim Kardashian, man, shut your
Big,
bitch ass up.
biggest loser on the face of the earth, Pete Davidson.
You know that him and that motherfucker. What's his name? What's this fucking jabron? I keep forgetting his name. The white boy that just he don't tell jokes. He just say racist
Oh,
shit.
Tony Hinchcliffe, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this
Well, the
fucking
irony too
Mark
is that
wasn't he on?
Shane Gillis was in the Drake live stream. The Shane Gillis thing is, yeah, like I don't want to say like because I don't think Shane Gillis is that funny. I've heard him say funny things, but he's another guy where like my thing is I'm gonna say
He's
racist
not
shit.
bad.
No, but it's like his thing is
No,
like
but
I'm
he's
gonna
not bad.
well compared to Tony Hinchcliffe, he's a saint. Like yeah, but
Yeah,
at
but
this
no, I'm saying far as his comedic timing, he's
no,
actually
I
not
know
that
no,
bad.
that's what I mean. Like no, like as
Yeah,
a like if his comedy wasn't geared toward like stuff that we really shouldn't not I don't want to say like should comedy that we shouldn't have to tolerate anymore of unnecessary comedy I should say because I do
well,
that's a
all
conversation
comedy is necessary. It's just it has to be funny.
or again it doesn't need to feel malicious and that's the thing about Shane Gillis' stuff the snippets I've heard it doesn't feel as malicious or doesn't feel as like the Tony Hinchcliffe stuff just seems like someone saying it because they want to be like ooh did I say that I know I shouldn't
Yeah,
like
he's
and
a
that's not
fucking
funny
prick. He's a mark for himself. He shouldn't have been
well he's a
left on his
wrestling
mom's
fan
jeans.
of course he's a fucking prick he's a wrestling fan
Yeah, I
or
remember he
wrestling
used to
a
be on
mark ass
Joe.
nerd I should say yeah they were making fun of him for being a mark ass nerd on Joe Rogan they're like you watch this shit
Yeah,
Tony
Joe Rogan. But Joe Rogan used to sign him. Hey man, let me get. Hey, what's this you know about? I don't know about this wrestling shit. What
well
you know?
I think you have to let Joe Rogan send you because he's 5'2" but he has karate skills and steroids in his body so
Yeah, but what if you got a gun? And I like Joe Rogan.
and he has those too because
Oh
remember
yeah, he do.
he lives in Texas so yeah but
Yeah, I forgot
nice
about that. I forgot he got the yappers. Yeah, I
yeah
forgot. My fault, OG. He do
yeah
got them burners. And he
but
good with them. Yeah, ain't no defense against him.
yeah but no
Remember when he was saying nigga 1,000 times? I thought he was from look. I thought he was from Stockton when he was saying that.
I mean, you do want to watch the Nate Diaz fight tonight. You want to Banks? You want to
I
see me
gotta
have a
let me
Banks?
laugh, baby.
Banks?
What
You want
ain't
to
happening?
Banks? You want to see me have a fight tonight? You want to see me? I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, Banks. I'm gonna.
What's he do? I told you Uncle Dave reposted that. I was laughing.
Yeah,
He was
that
smoking a
card.
blunt, shadow boxing.
That card is gonna be a shit show. I am kind of curious to see the Ronda Rousey Gina Carano fight, just to see like, is it gonna be Undertaker Goldberg and Saudi level of like
Yeah,
botching?
she
Even
going to
though
AEW when she loses this fight. Ronda, she going to AEW.
she just said after this fight she plans on having babies, and I'm like,
You couldn't get. Ooh, that was about to be bad. I shouldn't say that.
well, no, my whole thing is like, I mean, if we're going
You,
for looks, I'm going Gina Carano over you. And
I'm going for nothing. She gonna say, "I smell nigga on your shirt."
you already said you were doing that for Sophie Cunningham, so you can't walk that back now.
What shows that she racist?
Who? Sophie Cunningham?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there's a long list, I think, of stuff that she said or done. I think she has a red hat in her closet and a white hood.
They ain't beat her ass. She in the WNBA. And women tough.
Yeah. What do you think they're
Especially
going to
somebody in
do?
the locker room. They had that time of the month. They might go haywire. And they wear red too on their uniform, the Fever. So
Okay. All right. Speaking of, what are you, Tony Hinchcliffe now? Like,
I got a bad
how can they all
joke.
be on the same team if they're not on the same cycle? Like,
Hey,
yeah, like this is what you're gonna do. No, but
hey,
what
that's gonna be
else?
my DMX bar growl of the week. It's gonna be a bunch of WNBA players.
Yeah, you liked Raven Johnson on the Fever. That's a woman they drafted this year. Um,
Dog, every team got at least two baddies.
I think they're in the Vince McMahon era. Kathy Engelbert told them to get some fine women. She's
Hey,
she did
that'd
the
be
kill.
my
You better be excited when the bitches get. That's what she did.
and we are. I am sports entertained, as they say, with the WNBA women.
um,
Besides that, all lust aside, it's been a great season. It's actually been pretty
the
good.
season just started. Let's not overhype
No, but
this.
it's been good. They've been good. Look, you know the vibes is back because anytime, anytime what's they get hurt on the sky, goddamn, why I can't think of her name? Skylar Diggins. Anytime she get hurt, you know the
Oh,
vibes back because she
okay.
got yeah, she got a scar. I hope her eye good, but she got nicked in the arm on purpose. That was no accident. That's how you know the season's back because somebody always trying to hurt her. But again, women don't like each other. This bitch
I
thinks
mean,
she cute.
I think she's also in that. Who's a good wrestling comp for her? I don't want to say she's Moxley-ish, but she probably is like beat my ass so I can feel something. Like I think that she kind of has that to her. Like
Yeah, because she always
throw
hulk
me on the
up.
thumb. Yeah, throw me on the thumbtack so I can show you I'm worth it. Like
Yeah, because she used to everybody saying she pretty her whole life. She had to fight her whole life.
yeah,
First of all, she started that whole damn. They do got some baddies in Indiana because she from Indiana.
yeah, she went to Notre Dame.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know when I found that out. Then I seen the trajectory of the past year of women from Indiana. I said, well, damn, there's got to be something going on. I just didn't know they had that in Indiana. I thought it was just nothing. I don't even know what's in Indiana. The Indianapolis 500. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what are they known for? I can't think of like what's the point of Indiana.
The Jacksons
Yeah. You know, I
and Gary is
I'm
basically
gonna I'm gonna
Chicago.
ask you to send me the link to the episode you to do of Amp because I want to tell him why I don't like biopics. To his face. I'm just kidding, but I do want to tell him why I don't like biopics, and then I'll leave. But we're gonna wrap up here so Banks can go do bonus episode of Amp. So make sure you head to the ROP Patreon so you can also hear two tangents this week, an official one and an unofficial one. Well, technically the second one, the first unofficial one was within the last week, but an official tangent dropped. Banks, Dot, and Amp back together. Hilarious. Make sure you'll head over to the Black Announce Disable Patreon. Wiretap will be dropping Monday.
Today,
Today.
same day as this.
All right.
You
And
trying to break this fourth wall. I'm trying to keep it up.
last thing I gotta say, for all y'all getting, oh my god, about Matt Reeves dropping gifts to other movies, not the movie he's filming,
Here we
other
go.
movies, get off his dick. Take a shower, hit the weights, get a clue. Like these are other movies he's referencing. That's not what Scarlett Johansson's gonna look like in the Batman Part 2. That's her in Jonathan Glazer's Under the Skin. That's Brian Tyree Henry from If Bill Street Could Talk. Like that's Charles Dance from Game of Thrones. Matt Reeves is again speaking of fucking lazy bastards, just using
Hey,
other people's art to promote his because he's giving fucking crumbs of what if I show you a picture of the Batmobile in the snow? Like, how about you show me some fucking real shit after 5 fucking years of nothing? Like,
you know everybody got to do the mysterious rollout.
no, don't do the mysterious rollout when it's been almost 5 years.
Yeah,
So
legit.
enough is enough, Matt Reeves. Stop being a dickhead.
Robert
Like,
Pattinson has done 7, 8, 10 movies in the past 5 years.
ridiculous. And everyone's like, oh yeah, he's cooking. Yeah, look at this cat. Like, it's crumbs. It's barely anything.
That's better than something. You went on this illustrious podcast and said it ain't coming out. It's done. They about
Hey,
to start shooting.
hey, I was also the guy who said Justin Lin was gonna leave Fast 10 the first day after filming, and look what fucking happened. Anything is possible. Don't you
No,
doubt my power. Don't you doubt my
they
fucking
will
power.
kill Matt Reeves' family if he stops shooting. This is all they got left. This is the last hurrah for Warner Brothers. They
Oh,
need all this.
your audio is we got it. Yeah, you're out of here. Audio
What
is
happened?
like you're sounding like a transformer right now.
How I sound now?
Well, either way,
It
we
still
gotta
sound
go.
bad?
It's sounding real echoey, like a
The fuck?
microphone. Yeah.
It never did that before. Did I say something? I said kill,
Unless it's
and
my
they said,
AirPods, but I don't think so.
"Hey, chat, let me know how it sound, cause I never had that problem before."
All
Damn,
right.
my
Well, we got
eyes
to
look
go
like I'm
anyway
just
because we
smoking
got to get to
crack.
this recording. So thank you all for joining us this week. We'll be back next week, Saturday or Sunday, depending on our schedules and what else, and what happens in the week. Trying to think what is supposed to be. Oh, Mandalorian and Grogu is next weekend.
I'll be the only person watching it.
Well, and I'm going to go to see it, but I guess we'll finally be doing that Star Wars episode. We'll have our Star Wars discussion about what do we like and what do we hate about Star Wars from all aspects: the shows, the cartoons, the movies, the games. So that's what we'll do in case nothing else drops. Because I don't think anything else major is going to happen aside from playoffs. And I mean, Double or Nothing is Sunday, so we can't even talk about that. So thank you all for joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that. We'll see y'all next time.